It's time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
All right, back at it. Big Wednesday for you, Rothman and Ice. Anthony Rothman, Matty Ice Hayes, and the Loose Cannon boys. How we feeling?
They are. The fantasy drafts are done. NFL starts tomorrow. Fall weather is upon us, I think. So I'm good, brother. I am good. How are you today?
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this about 20 minutes ago. And I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to give you your own version of Print the Shirts back to you. I think that would be wrong. But I legitimately started believing, genuinely, I would not do this to you. I genuinely started to believe about 20 minutes ago that you could pull the twofer, that you could win reality and fantasy.
Oh, don't do this to me.
That you could win the fantasy league and your Ravens could win it all.
It is officially Print the Shirts.
And guess
season.
what? And then after I thought that, I started thinking this. Didn't he do that to me last year?
Did I? I don't think
Where
I
you
had.
thought I could win fantasy and the Vikes could win it all.
I don't know if I would have had conviction that the Vikings are ready to win the Super Bowl. No,
I don't know.
I was never going to back Sam Darnold like that. I'd be blown away. Actually, not. I know for a fact I did not back Sam Darnold.
Sunny Delight was on fire
to get to the Super Bowl when we predicted our NFL predictions. But yeah, don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't do it.
I said I didn't. I thought it. You can think about it, but don't do it. Wouldn't look nice on my highway.
Listen, I wouldn't be mad at that. But we have a thing on the show, usually for me specifically, if I say Print the Shirts or this team's going to do that, it's usually the opposite.
The death blow.
It's the Matty Ice curse. Yeah, so that's real. That's real. You ready to rock tomorrow? You ready for the NFL to really pop off? It's here, man. We're downhill until the Super Bowl.
NFL's. I mean, it's the deal.
And we get Thursday and Friday, and on paper, it could be some good games with Philly and Dallas.
I was watching a football game last night, your Reds and Jays. That was...
Don't.
By the way, I get out of the bet because Lodolo got scratched for illness.
Correct.
So when I said yesterday on the show, I'll take Lodolo like he got scratched. And I'm texting you, I'm like, all of a sudden I'm like, hey, Lodolo's out. And Barlow's coming in out of the pen. The guy gives up an opening home run and then proceeds to get launched for about 4 runs in the first. You guys came all the way back, and then it was like a football game.
We tried.
But
we tried.
And then I stayed up late last night watching. I don't know how late it was. I was hoping that Taylor Fritz was going to take Joker to a 5th. He didn't. Okay. Joker beat him in 4.
11-0.
Joker deserved to win. He did. It was because Fritz was not getting any free points on his serve, and he double faulted the match away. And Joker, for 38 years old, was out there just a baseline god. He really was. It was a great match. I think if it goes 5, certainly it's a coin flip. And I'm alone in this, I think on this show or whatever, but I just hate the antics. I've always hated it. It works for some guys, and it works for Joker. But when he started blowing kisses to the New York crowd, and then they started booing the faults, which I'm like, hey, that's you get what you ask for. And then he wins. He has a John McEnroe type of when you light a fire under him, he's talented enough. You give him even more, it works against you. And I'm not blaming the crowd because, he was antagonizing them too, but
I love that stuff.
He is that guy, man. He makes no apologies for it. And when you get to his age and you're trying to win one more, what would get to 25 grannies, I think if he wins one more, but now he's going to run into Alcaraz. He certainly has more than a puncher's chance to win it. I'll give him that. Now, if he has to go through Alcaraz and Sinner, I don't think he pulls the daily double there, but it was a good match. I don't know when it ended. I was hoping it was going to go way past midnight, but New York night matches, U.S. Open, doesn't get much better, but the Americans are now eliminated from the men's side.
It just never seems like we can really ball out at a high level in tennis. It just always feels, whenever you bring up tennis, I never really hear an American is the guy in the winner's circle consistently, and it's always Alcaraz and Joker and some of Fritz and all these other guys that are really seeming like they're dominating the sport. And so, yeah, where we're at right now, the quarters in this thing?
Alcaraz and Joker in the semis.
So they'll be in the semis.
We're waiting on the other one. Sinner plays today, and they're tonight, and then there'll be another one.
I got
something going on right now.
Yeah, I like that Joker letting his hair down a little bit and giving it back to the New York. Because you never know. That New York fan base can get dicey. Yeah. Just ask Trae Young. Like, you cross them one time and you're a villain for life. Like,
even the tennis fan?
They will chant.
Different than the NBA fan?
Nick fans AR will chant blank Trae Young when they're not even playing the Hawks.
I don't think the tennis fan's not doing that.
That's what type of smoke they got going on. So Joker may need to be careful just a little bit. But in golf, in tennis, I like when guys kind of give it, like, have a little swag to them. You know what I mean? Have a little edge to them. Because, golf and tennis, for the most part, it's kind of down the middle of the fairway with how guys are. You don't see a lot of that. So I think these two sports every once in a while, you need some of that.
I understand. I'm not anti-personality. Yeah, I'm not. But I just feel like the arrogance is just dripping off that guy, man. And
how could he not be arrogant?
Somebody to just
Joker.
And I shouldn't, because the older an athlete gets, they usually become a sympathetic figure. It happened to Jimmy Connors. And I wasn't a massive Connors fan, but I liked him more than McEnroe. But Connors was the same way. So I'm not trying to be hypocritical. I didn't like that when he was doing it. And he was doing a lot more than Joker's doing. And not only was he doing a lot more, he was saying a lot more. You go back to the 80s, back to the 80s. Can a brother get a ride back to the 80s?
Yeah, I want to go.
I'm hitchhiking.
I'm going to go.
If I could, you listen to some of the stuff that he was saying to chair umpires, to opponents.
Yeah, we need some more
the fights that were being challenged. I mean, I think Connors at one point said, I'm going to shove this racket right down your throat to McEnroe. Like, it got to a point where, they do have a racket in their hands. It can be used. But, yeah, back in the day, it was like, okay, that was just almost an outlier, and there was no social media. Yeah. So you got it on the news, and that was it, and then it kind of went away. Now it can live forever. But it was a great match. Like I said, it's in my, like, top 10 of generalities in sports things are night matches at the U.S. Open that matter with Americans, it matters.
I like that. That's a fun radio topic, like your favorite sports setting as a fan to just watch a game. Like, for me, what jumps to my mind immediately is either the Knicks or the Lakers, just the lighting. Like, I love
MSG.
that. I love that, right? When it's just the floor's just lit up, and the seating is kind of in the dark. And then baseball-wise, it's something about watching the San Diego Padres game where just the ambiance is just beautiful watching that on TV.
Maddie, there is something about – I agree. There's something about an atmosphere. I just had to laugh for a second because I think your mic is still on TLC, which is cool. Yeah. And so I was, like, hearing – and then he grabs a clipboard and he says something, then gets a clipboard and signs something. You know what goes through my mind? Like that suddenly he just got like a UPS delivery to the studio, and then he hands the clip back to the guy. I thought he was talking to some delivery guy.
I'm signing for a package.
Like, what are you signing for, man? Some indiscriminate package?
I can't tell. Only Ted Holbrook knows.
I wouldn't be accepting any like packages.
Oh yeah, they got dicey around here. I don't know if you know that story, TLC.
I wasn't here that day.
That was something.
But I heard about it.
I wouldn't admit that.
That was definitely
You weren't here that day. There could be. You're number one on the list. The people that are here, they have the alibi. I was there.
Exactly. I'm the one who didn't.
Yeah, that was a wild day, AR. Like, you ever experienced anything like that?
The evacuation?
TV? Yeah, when we got a mysterious package that had some type of powder or something that came out of that thing, and we all had
TLC does get powder delivered every now and then, doesn't he?
Matty Ice is the one chasing 8 balls.
When he dropped in the show, where can I find a good 8-ball?
No,
that is
not what I said.
I think that was the quote.
No, but that is what Rothman just said, and we're going to hear that back.
You know who I blame for that?
Come on, you can't take me out of context. That's what drops are.
I blame Mark Ingram for that. because when Mark Ingram was with the Ravens, that was one of the nicknames he gave Lamar, out of the gate. So that was kind of hot at the time. And then he transitioned into El Freaky and all these other stuff. But, 8 Ball was kind of his nickname when he started his career in Baltimore. And, that drop has lived on for years and years.
It really has. All right, so you're not buying into – all right, take your heart out of this.
Okay.
Just put your analyst hat on for a second.
Yeah.
Just be very genuine.
Yeah.
The chances of you winning fantasy and the Ravens winning the Super Bowl.
I feel more confident.
In the reality?
Correct. Because I was talking to my dad.
Fantasy's a joke.
I was talking to my dad the other day, and I said to him, I think this may be the best Ravens roster in the history of the franchise, what they're going to roll out this year. Yeah. And I know we only been around since 96, but still, you look at what they got, man.
Yeah, I know.
They got a lot to work with this year. That's for sure. And so fantasy that's a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
You never
it's all matchups that week, right?
Hey, Ravens, they got the roster, but hey, we know what time it is. They got to prove it when it matters most. That's the bottom line. They're the Cavs of the NFL. Regular season, I don't care. Talk to me when we get to the postseason.
All right, TLC, now you answer this question.
All right.
The percentage tomorrow, he can't say anything now. The percentage tomorrow when we make our predictions in our Super Bowl champ, the percentage chance that he will actually go all in on his own team to win it all.
Can I go beneath 0%?
No, it's got to be. He just said they have the best roster in his. He just put an Urban Jim Tressel on his team.
But
I really did.
I know if you hold his feet to the fire and say, hey, well, you got 2 Super Bowls with your organization, and if this is the best, why can't you win another? He'll come up with some excuse like, yeah, but that 2000 and 2012 Ravens team, they didn't have to play this Chiefs team or something like that. He'll find a way out of it. He's not going all in.
Okay, so the percentage that you put on him going all in is none.
Oh, so you don't think that I would pick them to win the Super Bowl?
All right, you can't. Don't hint.
Tomorrow on the radio, I do not expect you to pick the Ravens.
I put it at a little over 50% that he would do it.
Really?
Yeah, just a little over. Not much.
Yeah.
I think he would lean towards, you know what, I don't want to do this, but I feel I owe it to my credibility and my trying to be genuine, trying to, make people believe that I believe what I say.
But this is binomial, keep in mind. It's just
big word alert.
Hold on. What was that word?
Do we need a big word alert?
What word was that?
Binomial.
Come on.
It means
binomial.
It means there are 2 outcomes.
I didn't like algebra ever. In fact, I sucked at algebra. I had a tutor and I still was horrible.
What are we doing? Radio
is that
at
algebra?
MIT?
It's statistics.
But is it in algebra?
No.
I don't believe
They teach it in statistics. Binomial, okay?
Okay.
It means that there are 2 outcomes, so that's what the bi is. BI means 2.
I thought it meant Brendan Ingram. Sorry, go ahead.
We got 2 outcomes.
Yeah.
The outcome is either we have true and false. True is Matty Ice selects the Ravens to win the Super Bowl. The false outcome is Matty Ice does not select the Ravens to win the Super Bowl. All right, so I'm not viewing this as like a pie chart because I think that Matt thinks that the Ravens have a greater than 0% chance to win the Super Bowl. But tomorrow he's only going to pick one team, and he'll probably pick the Chiefs or whoever. I don't know.
This guy, he doesn't know me. Does he know my Super Bowl prediction from last year?
You don't know your address.
You picked the Ravens last year?
He doesn't know my address.
I picked one of the weakest birds in the NFL to get it done. I was taking the bait. I was taking the bait.
The Falcons to win it all?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
that's
no.
what he did last year. So maybe
you picked Kirk Cousins to win a Super Bowl?
Listen, I'm not afraid to give a spicy take.
No, that's fine.
Everybody can do the by the book favorites.
Anybody can pick the great team.
No, I like
pick the crap team.
I'm a guy that likes to go deep in the weeds with some of my predictions.
No, that's good. I do that with my bracket. My bracket's always the worst ever because I try to get it too perfect and I get it all wrong. Right. So I like that.
Yeah,
but
it's easier to pick the crap team with not a lot of consequence other than your pride.
Credibility.
Credibility.
Nobody knows anything.
Here's what I'll say.
I know me.
Today at 2:00 we'll do our NFL awards predictions. We will do that today. Tomorrow we'll do division winners and Super Bowl. The Ravens are in the inner circle of contenders in my mind. So I have to consider them.
Oh, for sure.
I
think it's
them way higher than the percentage you're hitting me with.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow because afterwards it's going to be 100 or 0.
There we go. It's what we call a horizontal tease, ladies and gentlemen, in the radio business.
100% or 0.
Horizontal.
So that's a zero-sum game.
Easy killer.
All
House
right.
of Horrors.
Adam Schefter, bottom of the hour. Percentage on swear or no swear? I think we're kind of past it. I think we're kind of past the...
Oh, okay.
Percentage that you will play that for him. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
know if he wants to relive that. All right, guess what we will have to relive? An NFL bust playing the blame game. That's next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
We're the girthiest radio station in the history of radio. Uncomfortably girthy. This promo is uncomfortable. The Fan, Ohio's girth destination.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years, and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Hey, it's Anthony. Tailgating, hiking stadium stairs, going out after the games. It's a great time of year. It's also the time of year I'm on my feet a lot. And there won't be a time when I don't have my personally fit arch supports from the Good Feet store in my shoes. They make all the difference for me. They help my feet, my hips, my back. They're not just like regular insoles. They're designed so I get firm yet flexible function. They actually correct poor foot biomechanics and give me even more comfort. The fitting process is simple. From the moment you walk in, the Good Feet store will personalize the process. From the pain that brought you to them in the first place to your lifestyle needs. They'll properly measure your feet and arch size. Then take the free test walk. If you love them, wear them home like I did. Your new arch supports will help you begin living the life you love without your feet getting in the way. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City and learn more at goodfeet.com.
I've been playing sports all my life. Little football, basketball, pickleball, cross training, mud events, Spartan races and things like that.
For Dr. Eric Williams, a successful chiropractor, staying active means everything. So when nagging knee pain slowed him down, he didn't want drugs or invasive surgery. He found a natural way to get lasting relief. QC Kinetics Cellular Therapies.
We're using my body's natural abilities to get better. And that's huge. In time, that's going to be the way of the future. Using your own body's ability to heal. Now I can play day to day and not have that severe pain.
Now he's back out there doing what he loves, thanks to QC Kinetics.
Life is good. You're not going to slow me down.
Leave the pain behind and get moving. Book your free consultation today with QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Wake up and laugh with the Bob and Tom Show on the Fan 2.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
It says here they've won 5 Marconi Awards. I can't even spell Marconi. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Bob and Tom Show.
Proper tree care is an investment that can lead to substantial returns and increased personal enjoyment. Hiring a certified arborist can help care for your trees and prevent storm damage. Inspections by Ohio ISA certified arborists can often find and mitigate tree defects before they fail. Only professionals with specialized knowledge and training are properly equipped to provide appropriate care. To find an arborist, visit trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org.
Have you experienced foot or ankle pain during or after sports, running, or exercising at the gym? Nagging aches in your foot or ankle that won't go away? Podiatric physicians can provide you with important foot care solutions, shoe inserts, or show you how to support your feet and ankles so you're able to compete or exercise comfortably. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and have been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A beautiful summer day today, so get out and enjoy it. Temperatures will be in the mid to low 80s. Lots of sunshine, but winds will be up breezy out of the southwest. For tonight, partly cloudy to start with clouds increasing overnight, lows down into the 60s, and then we will see rain develop toward daybreak on Thursday. Could have some wet roads for your commutes with highs getting around 70. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Want to jinx your favorite sports team?
Please get out of my Van Halen t-shirt before you jinx the band and they break up.
Just ask Maddie to print your shirts. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
You guys remember when I got that box, that package, and I wasn't sure who it was from at the time, or maybe it was from Whiskey Paul, maybe the first one.
This last year, I believe.
And then I decided to bring it in here and pull a Mystery of Al Capone's Vault Part 2 and just go Geraldo and just open it up on the air.
Yeah, that was. I was a little shook. I was a little shook by that because you just.
But there wasn't a
know,
live
man.
parrot in there, Maddie, so you'd be all right.
Not even that. It was just, sometimes you may say something and somebody, little Rothman and Ice goodie bag in a bad way. I didn't know what was going to jump out of that thing. You brought it in. It could have attacked your boy.
Back in the 80s, I would have protected you.
I appreciate that.
Back in the 80s, Maddie, I would have fallen on that grenade for you. I would have. They syndicated that in the 80s when Geraldo went in and found they had Al Capone's vault, and they were like going to open it live on the air, and it turned out there was nothing in there really of any consequence at all, and it was just a total dud. I mean, but it didn't matter because it happened. People watched, and once it's over, it's over. But it was great because you had one of the most infamous crime figures, gangsters ever in Al Capone, and who played parts in everything. I mean, he had his hands in everything, and here you got his vault. From, I think it was either from a hotel in Chicago or somewhere, and they opened it live on the air, and there was not a whole lot in it. So I just got a text from Whiskey Paul for beautiful Mequonico, Wisconsin, which, by the way, is that a gong?
What up, Whiskey Paul?
Whiskey Paul gets a gong. That's now he's in rare air. And I mean, it really turns out that we didn't really know each other, and we're connected by a mutual friend or mutual colleague when I was shipping all the dog toys to Guam. Yeah. And he worked for the wonderful organization DHL, and we found a way to get it there. And anyway, so a friendship began, and he grew up, he lives probably 75 miles from where I grew up. And it's just kind of amazing what a small world it is. But he just texted and said that as we begin the NFL season, as a gesture of good faith and a fan of the show, now he will be sending a package. We've been talking about a lot of packages here. And
appreciate your Whiskey
I don't know
Paul.
if we'll put TLC in charge of signing for it, but the Elegant Farmer will be.
He's always looked out for us. He's got to be kind of on cloud 9 right now. Micah Parsons is now a Green Bay Packer.
Maddie, if I could read to you what he wrote
Paul
the other day. I mean, he is all over it. He goes, there's a new tone in Green Bay. Yeah. Gone are the Murphy days of building overpriced hotels, sledding hills, and blaming the fans for selling tickets. This gives the fans confidence that the organization truly wants to win. And if they do, people will come and support them. I'm very excited about the future. This has Ed policy written all over it.
Okay, the Packers have been acting different this offseason. They went out, make a big splash trade to get Micah Parsons, and then they draft a wide receiver in the first round, scooping up Matthew Golden, something they hardly ever do. I don't know if they've ever done it in the history. I think they have, but it was a rare thing to see them grab a first-round pick in Matthew Golden. So, yeah, they're an exciting team to watch this year, especially now with Micah doing what he's going to be doing down there in the trenches.
Going up against J.J. McCarthy, Caleb Williams, Goff. Like, he's going to get his numbers.
I love what you're trying to do right now. You see what he's trying to do?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
You see the first quarterback he mentioned? J.J. McCarthy. Yeah. You're mental hedging already.
I started with a guy that we haven't seen. I kind of went in order of guys that we have.
You guys got to go O-line, though. You guys got to go. But Mike is different.
Johnny Manziel has surfaced. He came up for air. And what pod was this?
Nightcap
with Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco.
If there was one guy that should just own his stuff I think it's this guy. And it's okay for him to have certain feelings. I would never take that completely away. But if you're going to lean one way or the other, wouldn't you lean more in, I've grown a lot, I've learned a lot, I wish I could go back, I can't, I handled things poorly, immature, I didn't have work ethic, I wasn't dedicated, I put the Browns organization through 2 needless years of agony and migraines, and I lied to them when I was partying, I wasn't partying, I was having problems domestically, I was driving recklessly. If there was any guy that should say, you know what, man, I just got caught up in my own hype, it probably is him. And guess what? It kind of goes the opposite still.
I sit here today and I go back and forth. Man, am I going to let Cleveland off the hook and just like let it go? Or am I going to sit here with hate and animosity in my heart for the rest of my life? And I finally sit here today and I'm like, it, I think I'm going to be pissed at them and hate them forever. So it is what it is, man. No love for the Browns. I'm rooting for 0-16 seasons every season.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I'll give him credit for one thing. He really pulled the switcheroo there. You thought he was going to go the one way. They named him a starter. He came on with hype. They bought into him. He had talent for sure. And then he just lied to them, and he kept lying to them. No, that wasn't me. I wasn't with my friends. That wasn't me on the Swan. That wasn't me with the champagne bottle. I wasn't partying during the bye week. I wasn't in Vegas. It was one thing after the next. And I just feel like Cleveland tried their best to support their investment, which was we traded a couple picks. We went up to get you.
Let's wreck this league, baby. That was the text. Come get me. I'm tired of sitting in the draft room.
There were so many disturbing signs, and they said, you know what, he's talented. We can change him. He's in the NFL. Then he doesn't show up for walkthroughs at the end. And they finally said, after 2 years, we're done. We're done. And I don't think he's much of anything anymore. I don't think he's relevant. The three of us had a conversation about that. Do you guys think Manziel is relevant?
I think he's relevant. I think he is for kind of my generation, TLC's generation, his aura is still pretty high. Like even Tommy Castellanos coming after that big win against Alabama, on his Instagram post, he tweeted, "Give to them nothing but take from them everything," and tag Johnny Manziel in it. That's Tommy Castellanos. Johnny Manziel's been out of sight, out of mind for a while now as far as football stuff goes, but these kids still look at him, I think, as a cool figure, and I can understand it. Like, the football stuff was a complete mess, but you look at the lifestyle as far as what he was able to do, and I'm sure there's people that look at that, especially maybe guys that are still in college, that say, yeah, that's pretty cool how he went about his business. Is he relevant on an everyday basis? Probably not, but his name still holds weight, I think, in certain circles around, I don't know, the football world or, the entertainment world or whatever that is. His take on the Browns, on what their record is this year, who really cares? Like, when we kick off the ball against the Bengals this weekend, nobody's going to be thinking about that. You laid out everything. This is a guy that at the most important position did not take the business serious at all. And so we saw that in his play, and he started about a handful of games in that second year, and he was an average quarterback. 7 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So he was a massive disappointment, and there were always signs there that he was not dedicated to the craft. And at that position, you absolutely have to be the most dedicated person on the team to not only what you do, but everything else going on in that building.
Time to put away childish things. You were named the starter of an NFL franchise at quarterback. And I always said this about the difference between Manziel and Baker Mayfield for me. One guy wanted to live off the hype. One guy wanted to live up to the hype. And that's how it has played out to me. I don't think there's any argument that Manziel, when I hear his name, I think bust, not anything else.
I think that's fair. Braylon Edwards, real quick, the other day, he came out and told a story about how he and Johnny Manziel on Mondays would go down to Miami to party.
Sure. And then lie to the coach about it. Yeah. Too bad they found out. We'll come back in 2 minutes with our guy Adam Schefter, and we'll break down the shakedown from last week with Micah. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 6-packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Game on, week number 1. It starts now, and every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. It's not just football, it's first-time touchdown fireworks, anytime TD rushes, and live bets that ride every momentum shift. At DraftKings, every play is your next shot to win. Your season, it starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code THEFAN971. That's code THEFAN971 to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Ohio only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Rothman Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
NFL Playbook with ESPN's Adam Schefter.
Sponsored by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Boy, last week was a lot of fun. Shefty dealing with a lot of fires that he had to put out. And I'll ask you right away, my man, when you were on with us last Wednesday and the abrupt pulling of ripcord out of the interview, was that Micah related?
I just remember, I don't remember specifically, but I will say in all honesty, on Wednesday, it became pretty apparent to me that there was a realistic chance that he was getting traded. And I went to bed that night after being on the phone for much of the night thinking, I think this is happening. And then I filed with my ESPN colleagues, Todd Archer and Dan Graziano, a story about this time last week on Thursday saying the Cowboys were listening to offers, which is always a sign. And we were on TV talking about it. And then I remember I was chasing it all. I couldn't sleep the night. I just felt wired up about the whole thing. And then I went upstairs to go shower because I had no time to shower all day. And as I'm standing there about 4 Eastern, I get a phone call from somebody. They're like, hey, this is going down. And I go, what's going down? Mike is getting traded. I go, I know. Well, we've been saying that they're listening to offers. He goes, no. Like, it's coming soon. It's happening. I'm like, what? He's like, it's going down. I'm like, what? So I hung up the phone. I sent out a bunch of texts to a bunch of people. I was trying to figure out whether I shower or whether I go get in position for TV. I don't even remember what I did. I think I jumped in the shower, took a real quick shower, ran downstairs, and then, of course, at 5 o'clock Eastern on Thursday, Micah to the Packers traded, official.
Because you have a little studio set up in your house?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. So you can just jump on at a moment's notice.
Yes.
I really enjoyed actually listening to Jerry's press conference that night. I did. Whether you believe him or not is up to you. You can tell me. I thought it was a good one. He said he offered him a contract in April before the draft. He said, I believe he said it was more guaranteed money than what he got in Green Bay. He said they offered him $41 million in new money. He just said every time they dug for more and came up with it, either the agent wanted to keep going and they just kept changing the amounts on them, kept moving the goalposts figuratively, and they wanted to keep restarting a negotiation when Jerry and Steven felt they had it buttoned up. Is that what you believe?
Yeah, well, I think that basically Jerry was of the mind that he had a handshake agreement with Micah, and Micah felt like that it was not an agreement. That's not what his intent was. He had to go back to his agent, And the agent's like, yeah, we're not doing this. We're not signing a 5-year agreement, an extension. We're not doing that. And we're not taking $40.5 million a year, which is what it was. It was a 5-year extension at $40.5 million per year. You know, like he had signed Derek Stingley, the agent did, to a 3-year extension. And the idea of doing a shorter extension for a superstar player is that they hit the market sooner. Look at what the pass rush market has done this offseason. The top pass rushers are being paid in the mid to low 30s at the start of this offseason. I think Nick Bosa was at 34, and now we got a guy at 47. What do you think a top pass rusher is going to be making in 3 years? 55, 60? So, of course, Micah wants that deal up in 3 years, 4 years, not 5 years, and he wants to start the clock on another deal at a younger age. So there's huge money on the backside, which is why the agent, and that's the agent's job, was looking at and never would have allowed his client to do a 5-year extension, thus the 4-year deal in Green Bay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Interesting stuff, that is, for sure. And, Shefty, your feel is that he is going to play this week?
Yeah, that's what I would think. I mean, I think you get traded there, you send $188 million. I think you're going to play.
Makes sense. Sticking with defensive linemen that have been looking to get a new deal, what's going on with Cam Hayward and the Steelers? Are they any closer to figuring this thing out, or you think Pittsburgh's going to say, hey, you got your deal, go out there and play?
This is a tricky one because they have not been able to make a lot of progress. I know Mike Tomlin says he expects him to play, but I just don't think that that's resolved yet. That's my belief on that. Okay. I think that's still to be determined.
And is that a year's thing probably, or is that kind of the guaranteed money type of issue?
No, that's a money deal.
Gotcha.
He's in the last year deal, scheduled to make $14 million. He's watched the Pittsburgh Steelers hand out big money to DK Metcalf, Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, T.J. Watt, Jalen Warren the other day. All these Steelers have been extended. We're talking about a team captain who's a pillar in the community, a great player, and somebody who feels like he's being underpaid in a market that has increased dramatically, and he hasn't gotten his share, and he's not happy, and I don't know how it gets resolved right now. But I know we're on the clock, and we'll see on Sunday. Again, I don't think there's a resolution there yet.
I think I asked you last week about the concern level for Matt Stafford and what you're hearing. They host Houston this weekend to open up the season. Any prediction there on he's good to go?
I think I've been pretty consistent in saying that they expect him to play the entire time. Nothing has changed. They're still of the mind that he's going to be out there. They feel about as good as you could feel about a 37-year-old quarterback with a injured disc in his back, but you can also take some pain-killing injections before the game, numb it up for a few hours, and get through the game. And I think that's what Matthew Stafford will wind up doing. He's a very tough guy, and I think he'll be out there Sunday. We'll see how it goes.
Shefty, I'm sure there's some Browns fans that are going to be keeping one eye on Travis Hunter and what that looks like down there in Jacksonville. What's your feel on their plan for him now as we're here and it's an official game week?
I think that they listed him as a starting receiver and a backup DB, and that's where I think I'd start out with them. And I think that's their initial plan. And it'll be a week-by-week deal. Yeah. That's what they're going to do. They're going to evaluate each week.
What was your take on when the Taylor Swift news came down? What is your world like in that when entertainment meets sports like that? What is your responsibility at that point? Just to comment on it, or is that not really on your radar as much?
No, it's on my radar because it involves a future Hall of Fame tight end and one of the great players in the game who's dating a pop culture icon. And so, of course, that matters. Now, I know some people hate it and some people don't want to hear about it, but I'm sorry if a future Hall of Fame tight end is getting engaged to arguably one of the most popular figures in the world, just like Joe DiMaggio would get engaged to Marilyn Monroe. That would have been a story, and that was a story, and I treated it as such. It's not my job to weigh in and pass opinions, but these two announced their engagement. That's my job, and I passed it along, and people can do what they want with that information. Obviously, some people don't like it, but you can't say it's not newsworthy.
This is the final year of his contract, his extension?
I believe so. I'd have to double check that.
And all right, who'd you pick in where were you picking in fantasy? Real fast.
We have both my drafts tonight. One at 6, one at 8:15. All I can say is, please do not disturb me.
Where are you picking?
This is the last year of Kelsey's contract, by the way. In a 12-team league, the draft starts at 6 o'clock. We have the 9th overall pick in a 12-team league. And then in the ESPN War Room League, that starts at 8:15 tonight, I have the 13th spot in a 16-team league.
Wow. PPR or no?
PPR.
Okay, so in your first league, who are you targeting?
I would think that we'll go running back at 9.
Okay. Wow, I was going to think in a PPR, you would go with maybe a Neighbors or something like that versus.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Yeah.
He's a great player. Great player in the league. I had him last year. Fantastic. Love the guy.
All right, good luck, my man. Great stuff as always. Thanks for jumping on.
Hey, guys, have a great week. Enjoy week 1. Should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
Outstanding. Thanks, Shefty. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Adam Schefter on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline.
Fellas, listen up closely. If you're at that point in your life where you're like, man, I'm dragging. Things aren't working like they used to, and maybe you're thinking, hey, this is just a part of getting older. No. Does not have to be that way, and that's why I am here to tell you about the wonderful folks at the Columbus Men's Clinic, because these guys do no guesswork. They just make it happen with real treatments, real science, no gimmicks, no online quick fixes that just leave you frustrated. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, their medical providers build a plan around you, your body, your goals, and what it takes to get you back to feeling like yourself again. So if you've been dealing with low T, if you've been dealing with ED, get on over to the Columbus Men's Clinic. Give them a call at 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation, including blood work, is just $99, and you will get results before you leave.
Maddie, in the movie Goodfellas, when Karen says to Henry Hill, what do? He says, I'm in construction. She goes, she's holding your hands these don't feel like you're in construction. And he looks at her and says, I'm a union delegate. I think that's what Kawhi Leonard is trying to come up with right now. We'll give you that story next. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Tweet from a listener. Are you carrying the Buckeye game today? Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
It's always a good day at the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship. September 18th through 21st at the Scarlet Course. PGA Tour's rising stars compete, Hub 13 drink specials, and more. Get free tickets today at ncc-golf.com.
Looking to save on your auto loan? CME wants to beat your current rate by 1.5% APR. Low rates and no payments for 90 days. Why wait? Refinance today and keep more money in your pocket. Terms and conditions apply. Minimum floor rate of 4.99% APR. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org for additional details.
Opening day of baseball is cool. The tournament's first weekend is amazing. Underrated sports day, the first Sunday of NFL football. So let's spend it together at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Join On the Money and The Fan for a watch party for the Bengals-Browns game September 7th. Watch and place wagers on over 30 kiosks, contests, prizes, and oh look, little footballs. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The Columbus Zoo invites you to follow the footsteps and the tales of animals from around the world. Explore our newest region, North America Trek. So what are you waiting for? Get your tail to our trails only at your Columbus Zoo.
Toyota gives you more electrified hybrid choices than anyone else, including the stylish new Corolla, a name synonymous with Toyota quality and dependability, the elegant new Toyota Crown Signia, and the latest edition of the legendary 4Runner. Toyota's extensive lineup also includes battery EVs like the tech-savvy all-electric BZ4X. And of course, the iconic Prius, the hybrid that started it all. That's the power of choice. From Toyota. Let's go places.
Common Man here for Weed Man. I have the greatest lawn in the neighborhood every single year. And the reason why is water and Weed Man. Good news, I'm only selling you one of them. Fall is the perfect time to improve your lawn for next year. The work you do or don't do now is directly reflected next spring. If you want a beautiful spring lawn, it starts now, not next April. Now through the end of September, mention the promo code Common Man and get a free blanket weed control with the purchase of a full program. For a free quote, go to weedman.com. That's weedman.com.
Your new Columbus home for the Jim Rome Show is the Fan 2.
Catch the live experience weekdays from 3 to 6.
Just one requirement. Have a take and don't suck. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Jim Rome Show.
Sometimes I hear a sparkling sound.
Like when we say, all you have to do is point?
There it is.
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Discover uncompromising quality at a reliable price with Giant Eagle in Market District. Look for signs throughout the store highlighting lower prices. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle. Experience value like never before. Visit Giant Eagle today to see how easy it is to save.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
You're listening to Rothman and Ice on 97.1 The Fan.
Indeed. All right, before we get to this story, final week of fantasy baseball, regular season. Remember when I said to you that my tiebreaker on cutting dudes is, will this guy come back to haunt me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's a guy that has come back to haunt me.
Uh-oh.
And you're going to know this because I told you that I cut him. And it's because he was batting about 230. He went into his normal late season slump. And even though he was batting sixth or fifth or sixth on a very good offense, I thought, I just can't do it anymore. And I cut Ian Happ of the Chicago Cubs. Since I've cut him, I'm going to give you his stats. In the 1, 2, 3, 4, in the 4 games that I've cut him. You ready for this?
Yeah, talk to me.
3 for 5, 2 runs scored, a home run and 2 ribbies. 2 for 3 with a ribby. 1 for 4, run scored, home run, 3 ribbies. 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, a home run, a ribby, and a stolen bag. And last night, 1 for 4 with a ribby.
Yeah,
that's 5 games.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that's on fire.
3 home runs in those 5 games?
3 home runs.
Yeah, he's cooking with
He's
hot
now
grease.
back. Last week, the week I cut him, he's batting .440, 5 runs scored, 3 homers, 9 ribbies, and a swiped bag.
He had to be NL Player of the Week.
You want to talk about
right?
Print the shirts?
Yeah.
Like as soon
That's
as
the
I
guy.
cut
He
him,
probably is the player of the week.
He would have to be, I think, with that stat line right there. Let me tell you something about Ian Happ. And all Reds fans listening know, when you hear that name, Ian Happ, it can give you some nightmares. Because whenever he plays the Reds, he goes off, man. I never want to see that guy. It could be Shohei Ohtani or Ian Happ. And I would say, give me Ian Happ.
and twice.
I'd rather face Shohei Ohtani over Ian Happ.
But he wasn't playing the Reds.
No, I'm just saying he's got this history of killing the Reds every year.
Bad
the
move.
way AJ Green haunted me as a Ravens fan when he just went
You're
off.
right about that. He's got 32 home runs in 124 games.
Against the Reds. He just cooks us.
So that's basically like a 45 homer season of baseball against the Reds.
He is just an absolute beast against us. I don't understand it.
If I don't make the playoffs, it will be because of him. And because of me. It's because of me.
Yeah.
But it's that one I did not see coming. I just didn't, obviously. Should we give it up to Pablo Torre on some investigative journalism?
I don't know what's going on with Pablo Torre right now, but he has been in his investigating bag this all season. Belichick stuff.
Hanging out in backyards, going through trash cans.
Now this with Kawhi. Like, I didn't know he was really leaning into all this the way that he is, but it seems like he's very thorough with all of this stuff.
The LA Clippers and owner Steve Ballmer are accused of paying Kawhi Leonard $28 million in free money. They say Pablo Torre reports that it's a scam, that they paid him $28 million on an endorsement, or he got paid $28 million on an endorsement deal with some fake tree company, tree planting service. But what the report is that it's around a company that's bankrupt, and that the money was funded by the owner, not the company. That, yes, that he's the one that funded the $28 million as this is a way I can pay you more with nobody knowing and the luxury cap not being a problem. And I guess they attempted to find some evidence that where he marketed for or endorsed this company, and it came up a big fat zero, like nothing.
Wow.
Not a liner, not an ad, not a social media post, nothing. A clause in one of the contract documents say he could decline to proceed with any action desired by the company. Another clause said Leonard would only be paid if he remained a member of the Clippers. Weird stuff. Weird stuff, man. You signed a $28 million endorsement deal for a no-show job with a fake tree planting company funded by $50 million from the owner of the team. It was to circumvent the salary cap. That's what they're alleging. And the Clippers are saying that neither Ballmer nor the Clippers circumvented the cap or engaged in any misconduct related to this company. Any contrary assertion is false. So we shall see.
It's wild. Absolutely.
Adam Silver, line one.
Got to answer this now that this is public, because this is all over social media today. So that will definitely be interesting to see, like, more research and the people that really have to dig in on that, what they're going to find about it. Man, I'll say this about Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard he may be the captain of the first team all ski mask team. This dude has been robbing the NBA and Steve Ballmer for years when it comes to money, because this dude never plays. He never plays. His entire career since he got to LA as a Clipper, he's never played more than 68 games. And so he's the definition of load management, and he's getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars underneath the table, on top of the table, whatever it is, man. It's just absolutely wild. And when you mention the research that some people were doing when it came to that company, it reminded me of, and I can't remember the high school football team that was on national TV.
Bishop Sycamore.
Bishop Sycamore. When people started digging on who is this, where is this high school, and nothing was found, it reminded me of that.
Correspondence from the company were sent to Dennis Robertson. That's Leonard's advisor, who was investigated by the NBA.
Uncle Dennis.
Uncle Dennis.
Good job.
Yes.
There we go.
For asking for impermissible benefits. The NBA completed that investigation into the guy known as Uncle Dennis and found no evidence the Clippers granted illegal benefits to Leonard while pursuing him in free agency.
What this also speaks to is that people that are desperate will do anything to win. Look at what Michigan did to get to that point, and Steve Ballmer is tired of being the little brother in town, because the Lakers will always run LA, and so you have to do these desperate things to keep and get stars like that. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised to hear that there's been some funky stuff going on behind the scenes, and hey, good for Kawhi Leonard.
$104 million on the original 3-year, re-upped on a 4-year for $176. then signed a 3-year $149 last year.
Crazy, man.
Why does he need more?
His career earnings to this point are $325 million.
Plus 28 from a fake tree planting John Denver plant a tree company.
Get the bag. Get the bag, Kawhi. Get the bag.
Well, it doesn't catch up with you until it catches up with you. We will find out. All right, coming up top of the hour, SportsCenter update. Joe Cool, Joe Montana, back in the media and listing his quarterbacks that if he owned a team, he would want right now. You'll hear it next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
T-Bone and Tyvus are everything you want in a delicious breakfast. Lots of empty calories, no nutritional value.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
The Fan.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
What John Smiley, Chairman and CEO, wants you to know about First Bank of Central Ohio.
Our competitive advantage is the number of years we've been in Central Ohio and the fact that we're able to make decisions here locally that make sense for the client. At the end of the day, it's the ability for us to say, okay, what can we do to make your banking easier for you?
Experience what it's like to be first at fbcentralohio.com. Member FDIC. An equal housing lender.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation, founded by Nationwide Children's Hospital, encourages grown-ups to teach kids mental health skills and coach them through emotional challenges because kids' mental health starts with us. Find free clinician-developed mental health tools at kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission. We have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Buckeyes, the 2025 football season is here, and that means three things: football, game day, and smooth Jameson whiskey. Whether you're catching the game at home, at your neighborhood bar, or soaking up the team spirit at a tailgate, Jameson Ginger and Lime at Ohio State Athletics are a winning combo. So cheers to making game days even better with the official whiskey of the fans. Jameson, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Taste responsibly. Jameson Irish Whiskey, product of Ireland, 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Copyright 2025, imported by John Jameson Import Company, New York, New York.
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, we're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates. Attorneys who care.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Week number 1, it all starts now, and every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers, this one's for you. You bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets. Poof, instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Gotta love that quad box, right? Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THEFAN971. That's code THEFAN971 to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Ohio only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Dormar, you're kind of hero. Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg with your Fan Sports Update. Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin said he anticipates former Ohio State defensive lineman Cameron Hayward to play Sunday versus the Jets, despite Hayward seeking to renegotiate his contract. In tennis, U.S. Open continues today. Women's quarterfinal, Amanda Anisimova and Iga Swiatek just started. Swiatek beat Anisimova 6-love twice in the Wimbledon final earlier this summer. Men's quarterfinal, Alex de Minaur leads Felix Auger-Aliassime 1-0. They're in the second. Baseball tonight, Cincinnati Reds welcome the Toronto Blue Jays at 6:40. Zach Littell starts for the Reds against Shane Bieber. Cleveland Guardians are at the Boston Red Sox at 6:45. Joey Cantillo throws for Cleveland against Brennan Bernardino. This update is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Anthony used to ski in his jeans? Are you serious? No, he's not from New Jersey. Back to Rothman and Ice.
Second hour of the program, Rothman and Ice, Anthony Rothman, Matty Ice Hayes. We'll have Bobby Carpenter, 1:30. You know, I sense that I try to pepper Shefty a little bit on was last week about Micah at 12:30 in the afternoon when we were asking him about it. And I'm getting the feeling now that play it TLC.
Oh, God. I have it. Give me a sec.
That's all right.
Got too many drops
I just threw it at him.
Where'd my array go?
Oh, no.
I got it.
An array drop.
Okay.
Exactly.
Had to be that.
No, it wasn't. I mean, you heard his answer. It was like, I didn't hear the news till 4 o'clock. Because remember, in that Q&A last Wednesday, I said to him, what about door number 3? Well, what's that? That he could be traded. Nope, Dallas has no intention of trading him. And then later in the interview, he dropped okay. I got to go. And it made sense for us to think it was Micah. But he did not confirm that today.
Maybe he just left the pizza rolls in the oven a little too long. Who knows?
Maddie, he said at 4 o'clock he got a text. And then at night, he didn't want to go to sleep because he thought it was breaking. Yeah. Do I shower now so I'm ready in the morning? Like, what do I do?
That's a tough place to be, man. I would not want to live that life.
A tough life.
It is. No one's asking him to go on the air at 4 in the morning, though. Right?
If it broke at 4 in the morning.
How could it? He's got to know.
The Sports Center anchors at 4 in the morning are not live.
Right.
They would throw somebody on.
No.
I think they would. If that broke.
They don't live in the studio.
I remember vividly when Kawhi Leonard and Paul George committed to the Clippers.
Planted a tree together.
That was at 2 in the morning. And I cut over to NBA TV and they were live. Now, I'm not saying that ESPN would do the same thing, but I've seen that happen to where news breaks.
I just think
it's that big. Because you got to think people on the West Coast, like there's people still up and all that stuff. Like, I don't know. I think if Micah would have broke in the middle of the night,
I think
somebody
would
have been
call
going.
somebody in, but they got to bring them in. They're not already there. What time's the first live sports center?
I got to imagine it's 6 a.m.
I think it's 6 a.m.
Okay, then maybe they are there at 4.
Yeah, I think they would have had somebody, an intern.
Why would that news break at 4? Unless he had it.
What are you, an intern?
What if he had it locked?
I think there's
Throw an intern on.
I think there's maybe a wink around the league that
Get your shot, kid.
That business doesn't happen after these hours, so everybody can get some type of rest.
Who's making a trade at 4 a.m?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, on top of that,
that's what
I know. But in addition to that, if you miss it, like, are you that worried about the entire world, like, breaking the news without you? Everyone's asleep.
Chef, you got to think how Shefty thinks. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want Tom Pelissero.
Can't be Glazer
or any of those people to get it first.
I know, but what I'm saying, like, you can't wait till the 6 a.m. Sports Center. You got to get it for the 4 o'clock rerun.
What you
want to
could
be
do
first if you're Shefty,
is you could get it on the ticker.
Yes.
On the tickler.
Yes.
The breaking
you
news.
Throw it up on the tickler.
I'm telling you, they're throwing somebody
and then you say Adam Schefter reports that Green Bay is trading for Micah Parsons. That way he gets credit. He gets the credit for it. He doesn't have to be live. It's just you got to be first.
Somebody has to be live. Maybe Shefty doesn't have to do it, but somebody would have to do that.
He could roll downstairs.
Yeah, just go.
That's the key with Shefty. He doesn't have to be anywhere. He could be on his phone.
Yeah,
now he could be in his car. He could be at home.
His sleeping
could be on the turlet.
I've asked him a couple times about his sleeping patterns, especially around draft time and free agency. And what do you tell us there? He gets it in pockets, like 2 hours here, 2 hours there, because it's stressful. Because the competition is something that I don't think we talk about enough in that business. I mean, who was almost fighting at Starbucks? Jordan Schultz and Ian Rappaport last year.
Yeah.
Like, there's some of that there to where, like, hey, we respect each other, but I want to be first with these big stories. And Schefter is supposed to be first. Like, that's the other part. Like, Pelissero, Rappaport, those guys, I don't think we view them as the guy. Shefty is the guy. And if somebody scoops you on Micah Parsons, so that's a bit of a tough
That was a great fight. Was that in New Orleans?
I think it was Indy. For the combine.
Oh, yeah, for the combine.
Yeah, I think it was Indy for the combine.
Thrilla in vanilla at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that Shefty knew last Wednesday when we talked to him. I didn't get that vibe today because I think it would have been very easy for him to say, guys, it was going down. It hadn't broken at 12:30 when I talked to you, but it got real for me.
Yeah.
And I had to get to work on it.
Okay.
Who knows? He got it.
I mean,
though.
maybe the dog just, I don't know. Maybe the dog let loose in the house or something. I don't know. You're right. It could be something non-business related.
Right.
By the way,
yeah,
I know that context with drops is not fun, and so I'm only going to say this once, and I'm not going to repeat this forever. But the oh bleep, the second bleep was shoot. The first one was the 4-letter word. The second one, he corrected himself and said shoot. But it's funnier if you bleep it twice, and so I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you should have kept the mystery alive.
Well,
I think the double S would have been.
I think people are going to forget.
I think he forgot he was on like regular radio and not on like a pod where you can just let it fly, let the expletives fly.
Really? I took it differently. I really thought that like he was that panicked that he just totally lost entire wherewithal.
Yeah.
Not even.
And he's in a world now though where he does live in a world now where you can say certain things that you never were able to say. Yeah. And you have to kind of remind yourself. I always think that would be very hard. If you were doing a podcast and you were somebody that liked to let it fly with those words and then did a regular show where you can't.
We do. We do. We filter ourselves.
Yeah, but Maddie, we're not on a constant other pod doing a different show.
No, I'm just saying, like, every day and how we talk, we'll let them fly when we're not on the air. And so that we have to filter our minds and mouths that way, So, I don't even.
Well, we got a last line of defense. He's right behind the glass. I mean, who couldn't count on that?
I got a button that says dump right here. I got you.
We got a big dump, all right.
I've only had to use it twice in this show.
I've only had to use it twice.
And it wasn't either of us, correct?
No.
Okay.
So it was Shefty. The first one that I had to use, Rothman sent me a clip mid-segment of Shedeur Sanders meeting Gilly.
That's right.
Gilly the Kid, yes.
And so we played it.
Yeah.
And then Gilly cussed, and I'm like, but it was like kind of faint. So I'm like, I don't know if that's what I thought it was. So I dumped it anyway. And then I listened back to it after. I'm like, thank God I did.
Things have seemed to loosen up a bit, AR, like on TV especially, with what you can say.
Look at, all you got to do is throw up a disclaimer. I mean, could you ever imagine a world where on game day, like on a universal 8 years old to 80, people are watching that show. That all you'd have to do is throw up a disclaimer. Well, you might hear some bad words.
That's what McAfee does every day.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, would you ever think that? But it's everything has softened, and so we're desensitized to it.
Mm-hmm.
So who's not allowed? Is it like it's network television, right? So like NBC, CBS, ABC,
I think cable
Fox?
has a different
Cable is
leash.
a little bit more loose.
Yeah, and so so it's
and the
those
stream would be nothing.
Yeah,
right.
So like Comedy Central can and does do whatever they want.
Yeah. It's weird too because on Netflix, I don't understand what they're doing. You know, they got Monday Night Raw over there now, and there was like some "shut the blank up" chants from the crowd this weekend, and they were bleeping that out. My mind's like
on Netflix.
Exactly, all this other stuff that's on Netflix, and you're bleeping out that. But they're probably thinking we cater to a lot of kids. Like that's a lot of our business is kids supporting what we do, and so. But that was us because a lot of people thought when WWE went over to Netflix that it go back to a little bit of that ruthless aggression, Vince McMahon, like just craziness, and there hasn't been too much of that. But they will do the S word, they'll do the B word, they'll do some of that. But yeah, I thought they were just going to let it fly over there because Netflix, you can see anything and hear anything over there.
I mean, you remember when Saban first got on Game Day and dropped the S word?
Yeah, the S word seems to be the one that's accepted now the most,
and it almost made him cooler because of his age. You wouldn't expect him to say that.
Yeah.
But when you're 73 and just let it fly like that, it was like, oh man, he's one of us. He's a young, cool guy.
You know what's funny, guys?
Yeah.
Is that now that I finished Love Island, I was on the Instagram page, like kind of just scrolling through, just seeing which posts that they had, just reading some comments, just because I'm late, so I'm following up with all the chatter afterwards. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that when they interview some of the people for the Instagram and the socials, they censor them there, and they won't bleep it, but they'll just mute it when they cuss. And I'm like, are you really trying to appeal now to like kids? Like, it's Love Island. Like, this is not a kid's show, and now you're saying like, oh, this language is way too far. Are you kidding me?
I'm with you on that. That's odd.
What was the I thought I saw a teaser or a trailer for a show that was similar to this, that they were being offered a lot of money to not. It was either money or love or something like that. There was like a $500,000 deal or something.
To not do what? Do you remember?
Maybe to not be together or something. I don't.
There's so many of those shows now. Yeah. They're kind of hard to keep up with. Is it too hot to handle?
I have no clue.
Because they get offered money
just from that.
They get money on
Not
that show to not do anything, to hook up with someone else, or do anything else.
I will say at the end of Love Island, the winning couple gets $100,000, but only one of them gets it, and they like draw cards. And so it's up to the person who wins to decide whether or not they want to split the money or take all $100,000 for themselves. I do not think that's what you were referencing, though.
So this is basically The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. They just throw them all on an island.
It's not the same because it's not like one guy or gal with a whole bunch of people coming after them. It's like just young, hot people that are trying to couple up, and then there will be new people to come in that try to tempt you to move on from your partner and all that.
So, like, The Bachelor is like one person dating 50 people. Love Island's like 5 dating 5. But if you're not happy with who you got, you might try to steal someone else's, and that kind of makes everyone rotate a little bit.
Recoupling. They call it the recoupling. Those are the intense episodes.
See you in 2027.
Yep. He's trying to get on that thing. I'm trying to get TLC on Love Island.
There has to be some sort of like Amazing Race audition or something.
There's an application, and then apparently there's like a very thorough interview process after that. I have no idea.
Have you applied?
No. I need a year.
Let's get it started.
I need a year to get in game shape.
No. Let's get it. Let's start the process.
Yeah, I'm down.
You want to start it now?
Well, yeah, because if you aren't getting on this season, maybe get on the next one. I don't think you should wait.
Get in line.
500,000 applicants.
I mean, you're not going to get any more appealing than you are now.
Well,
you may age like a fine wine.
Yeah.
You might.
Know. All right.
I mean, I like that. Let's see. Let's see if he gets denied or not. Yeah, let's get the official application.
I'm probably not going to hear back from him.
Well,
we got 500,000 people to go through.
Man.
We'll do it for fun.
We start it now.
We'll do it for fun.
All right. We're going to come back with ins and outs. You can include Joe Cool's list. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Winners of the prestigious Platinum Microphone Award every year, given to the best radio station in the world. No need to look it up. It's real. The Fan.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The Columbus Zoo invites you to follow the footsteps and the tales of animals from around the world. Explore our newest region, North America Trek. So what are you waiting for? Get your tail to our trails only at your Columbus Zoo.
It's the Ohio Lottery's all-new $5, $20, or $100 scratch-off. With 3 simple cash prizes, it'll have you saying, "Wow, that's what I call winning!" With tracks like... And the anthem celebrating the first of its kind $2 ticket. The $5, $20, or $100 scratch-off is an absolute hit. Ohio Lotto's got the good. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
One of the most exciting players in Reds history made his major league debut on this September 3rd in 2013. Speedster Billy Hamilton entered the game against the Cardinals at Great American Ballpark in the 7th inning as a pinch runner. And while Billy might have been playing in his first major league game, everybody knew what he was going to try to do, and he did it, stealing second base, and then moments later scored on a double by Todd Frazier. That proved to be the winning run, and just the first of many highlights for Hamilton. He stole 277 bases in his 6 years in Cincinnati and made unbelievable catches in center field. Billy Hamilton makes his debut this September 3rd, 2013, this date in Reds baseball.
This Date in Reds Baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Common Man here. I want to tell you about my guy, Bob Capace, owner-operator of Worthington Jewelers for the past 25 years. If your only experience is going to the mall for jewelry, Bob and his team will blow you away. Service, quality, and a great price. The store is busy all the time because people keep coming back. True story. My 8-year-old daughter says to me, "When can we go see Mr. Capace again? He's nice." Yes, he's nice. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great cars, great deals, Great Lakes. GLakesHyundai.com. At Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great cars, great deals, Great Lakes. GLakesHyundai.com.
Bishop and Friends.
This whole thing with this Pontnoy gentleman, I don't know who this guy is, whatever his name is. I don't even know this guy, and I don't want to know the guy.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Seller.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Do you want to sell your property, however, you need a little help getting through the process? Let's say you have years of belongings in the home. It needs a lot of updating, you're overwhelmed, you might not be big on technology, and you may need help finding a place to go. I will help you. Maybe you've gone through a divorce or a bad breakup or a relative moved out. It's been hard, and you just want to take what you want and leave the rest behind. I will help you. Retiring and want to sell your commercial properties or land. I will help you. Sellers, whether you're selling as is or selling for top dollar, you're no longer alone. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or call me now for an all-cash offer and, more importantly, the help you need at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A beautiful summer day today, so get out and enjoy it. Temperatures will be in the mid to low 80s. Lots of sunshine, but winds will be up breezy out of the southwest. For tonight, partly cloudy to start with clouds increasing overnight, lows down into the 60s, and then we will see rain develop toward daybreak on Thursday. Could have some wet roads for your commutes with highs getting up around 70. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present In or Out.
Just a little of the old in and out.
All right, TLC. Let's get that application rolling.
In or out on this. So Joe Montana, who I was always told was terrible at broadcasting, but I was too young to know that until he announced his list on Pat McAfee of his top 3 quarterbacks who he would want to start a franchise with. And I heard his answer, and I'm like, I'm not clipping off this sound. I'll just tell you who he said because he sounds like he's so disinterested in the conversation. So no audio here because it sucked.
He's a little bit of my don't meet your heroes guy. He's not all the way there because
he's no Paul McCartney. That's right.
I did meet Joe at Radio Row in L.A. It was, I wouldn't say he was standoffish. It was just a little bit of like aloofness. Like I think he's kind of been there, done that.
A little chilly.
And if I don't know you, but he was okay. It wasn't Ed Reed, but it was one of those that I think I should have bailed on that.
Okay.
I just don't do it.
Yeah, just stay
And
away.
I did it, and now I have kind of this lukewarm feel about it.
Tell you what quarterback was awesome to us a couple years ago in Vegas.
Who that?
Dan Marino. Cool dude, man.
Amazing.
Cool dude, Dan Marino.
And I wanted him to, I forgot to have him sign that package of M&Ms when he was pitching those babies.
Yeah.
But he was good. You know, he was the first one we had, I think, that week. Sorry.
Yeah, he was awesome.
All right, take it away with Joe Montana's list.
He says for the 3 quarterbacks who he would want to start a franchise with, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. And he gives a special suggestion. Hey, you know, Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes, they aren't bad either. And so are you in or out on his list? Burrow, Allen, Herbert.
I got to be out just solely off the Herbert pick. Like, I get Josh Allen and Joe, but, I mean, for me, I got to bring in Pat, I got to bring in Lamar, and some of those guys that are known commodities that still, to me, have some really good years left in them. And so the Herbert thing's a head scratcher for me.
Yeah.
Like, he looks the part. Like, the idea of Justin Herbert, I think, is better than what we've seen consistently from him year in and year out. And that playoff game this past year was some nasty work from him. But, yeah, like, you catch Justin Herbert on the right day, he may look like the best quarterback in the league, and sometimes he just kind of looks like a guy.
I don't know how you could leave Mahomes off the list. I just don't. At this point, if you can only have 3, I could see it being somewhat of a problem. Because you have Lamar, Josh,
Joe.
Yeah. But was the criteria that he gets to have a quarterback to start a team or just win a game right now?
Start a franchise.
All right. So I got to give him a little bit of room there because although Herbert's not 21, he's like 27.
Dude, Herbert's not a prospect anymore.
No, he's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, he and Trevor Lawrence, to me, have so much freaking pressure on them. These guys are getting paid sky high, and they're kind of just skating by. Like,
Herbert's not even close in my mind in arm strength. He is.
That's what I'm saying. He's
got a good arm.
Yeah, he does.
But he's not going to beat out dudes in ball placement and rushing ability. It's just not decision-making. I could see why maybe you'd have Patrick Mahomes down the list a little bit in decision-making with the football, but the ad-lib skills are off the chart, so I'm kind of shocked to hear him not go chalk there with Josh, Lamar, and Patrick in some order, or take out one and insert Joe. But
whatever 3 of the 4 you want, I'm not going to push back for anybody because those are the guys, and you're splitting hairs with all four and how great they are. But, yeah, the Justin Herbert's, that's a no for me, dog.
Are you in or out on vacationing to countries that do not speak English? Communication can be difficult.
Interesting. Now, see, I'm new to the passport game, so
really,
yes. So I just got my passport this year. So I've never traveled out of the country, so I've never had to think about that. But now that you pose that question, I think I could get through it. I can manage my way through, especially with the technology now with cell phones and all of that. I think you could bridge that gap.
Matty, the language of love is. I mean, you don't need to speak too many words there. I want to dive deeper into this need for a passport. Are you doing some international traveling soon?
It's, I just got to a point to where it was like, I probably should have this just in case the homies say, hey, you know what? Let's get out of the country, or me, myself. I'm just like, it's time.
You got to flee.
I do need to get out of the country and do something.
Eight balls.
We checked the passport box this year. That is for sure.
That's kind of cool. You got to get that first stamp.
You got to get a stamp. I know. I'm hyped for that.
Vacationing, visiting, a little different than vacationing in my mind. Maybe they're the same to you guys.
Yeah.
But I think there are places that you want to visit in this world that English would not be their first language. As far as like picking a vacation, because those are weird vacations. The sightseeing, going to like Paris or Rome, those are ones that you're going to see history and sites where you're not like, hey, let's just go on a vacation there. Like, you're actually doing stuff. Those are tougher vacations.
Are you
just laying around?
You big on an itinerary for a vacation? Do you like that? Because to me, I kind of just like to wake up and figure it out. Like, have something as like a nightcap, like
my
a dinner.
dad took my brother and I on some vacations that had itineraries.
Yeah.
And my brother and I told this to Bo one time. My brother and I would zero in on one thing on the itinerary all the time. Like, we found a day on the itinerary and it would say, balance of the day at leisure. And my brother, like, yes, nothing to do.
Oh, my goodness. See, I don't like having an itinerary for vacation. Like, let's just lazy river this thing.
If you're going to a place like I'm describing, though, where you have to see historical sites, I don't think you can just lazy river that thing.
So, I would. Because I like to get a nap in on vacation. Yeah, I like to do all that, man. I don't want to feel pressed to do anything I don't want to do.
Then you know what? Stay here. Then just stay.
Just never stamp my passport?
Absolutely. Just flash it every now and then. It's impressive.
Oh, man.
Are you in or out on being a conspiracy theorist whenever there's an MLB player who has significantly better stats at home than on the road?
I don't know. I thought Cade Smith might have been involved in betting on his own pitches last night.
Uh-oh.
The way he treated me in fantasy. Are you talking about the pitcher who drilled the catcher in the chest?
No. Although we can talk about that later. We'll put something together and tell the truth for that. But there is a player who was an all-star this year, Rays third baseman Junior Caminero.
Baller.
Great stolen,
By the way,
swipey bag guy.
You want to talk about coming back to haunt somebody? Yeah. Cleveland, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They traded away that guy, and he's hitting, almost 40 tanks this year. You don't think they could use that in the middle of their lineup right now? That's tough.
No kidding. And so he hit his 40th homer yesterday.
Okay.
And there was a Twitter user who quote tweeted the tweet that MLB put out to celebrate his 40th home run and said, hey, you may want to check out his home and road splits. So the home runs are about even. He's at 21 at home and 19 on the road, so the home runs are fine.
Yeah.
But he has about a 230-point difference in his batting average at home versus on the road.
Wow.
230 points on a batting average is a ton.
It's weird.
It's the 320s versus the 190s.
What's the better one? Home for him?
Oh, yeah.
The home, okay, down in that ballpark. Okay. Which they said
they're playing in a minor league ballpark.
Like
that's why my boy Lau is hitting grannies.
Yeah, supposed to be a launching pad this year.
When we were drafted in fantasy this year, I was like, give me some Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, you're smart.
Playing in a minor league park. So I think that is real.
Yeah,
I do
too. I do too. I'm in.
Are you in or out on sports radio personalities having to work on Labor Day?
You're trying to get us.
You're trying to get us in real trouble here.
Some sticky stuff right here.
I mean, this isn't tell the truth, is it?
There's a loophole.
Because if it is, I'll tell you the truth.
Sure. I mean, look.
I think it's foolish.
Okay.
Not after a big game. I think it's half and a half. I think that everything we talked about with Ohio State on Monday, we could have done on Tuesday.
For sure.
However, with it being that big of a game, I've been in the business long enough. You choose this business. You work on holidays. You work when sports happens. And so I could see it 50-50. My view on it is if you know going in that half your listeners aren't in their regular schedule anymore, they're not working, they're on the cubicles, they're not on their apps, they're not in their cars. If you know that, I would rather have all my people take that day off and go to some national type of deal rather than have them all take an extra day off when it counts somewhere else for real.
Yeah.
So, but I can see it both ways. But I mean, I had no problem coming in Monday to talk about that victory.
If the schedule were flipped and it was Grambling and then Texas,
then I would think it'd be idiotic.
We're taking that day off.
Yeah.
The game has changed for us, too, as far as access goes. Like a shout out to our guy, Phil AR, who was came out to the show
Connors?
On Friday, where he says, hey, I'll throw you guys on my TV in my garage and watch you guys do your thing. So maybe there's some people that had us on the old tube on Monday, since you can catch us on YouTube now. Who knows?
Carp isn't afraid of an honest day's work. He'll join us in 2 minutes. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
The summer event is still on at Germain Honda of Dublin, and the deals are hot. Lease the rugged 25 Honda Ridgeline Sport for just $339 a month, or finance with an unbeatable 0.99% APR. Or drive home in the new 25 Honda Prologue EX. Lease it now for only $149 a month, or 0% APR, plus no payments for 90 days. Get the deal you deserve at Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. See dealer for full details.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Anthony finally hit a hole-in-one.
It's in the hole.
So now what? Just bask in the glory?
And that's how she wrote.
You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
As I like to say about my friend, the juice is worth the squeeze when it comes to Bobby Carpenter, and we have him now with us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. How did you enjoy Saturday? Both ways, literally and figuratively?
So I enjoyed it in the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I was cruising around. I had my 3 of my kids there and one of their friends, so we got a chance to watch it. Got a chance to watch some of the game. Saw the fourth down goal line stand up from the AD suite, talking with Ross, and you could see immediately, like, no surge. You knew they weren't going to get in. Got to see the score with the old school 14 personnel from my friend's box down there, and my kids just getting juiced up with that go-ahead score. And one of them said, gosh, it's kind of early in the game to be going for it here. And I looked at him dead in the eye, Rothman, and I said, if we can't get a yard, we don't deserve to win.
Yes.
And you know what?
Yes,
and Texas couldn't get that yard, Rothman. They didn't deserve to win. Ohio State, they found that yard. They found the inches they need were everywhere around them.
Right in front of their face.
Right in front of their face. And I saw Caden Curry diving over dudes to try to make sure that he stopped Arch Manning right there.
Listen.
And
in the infamous words of Rust Cole, people incapable of guilt usually do have a good time. And I'm happy that you did have a good time. Did you run into our friend Rustin Cole?
I did not see him. Well,
no.
I wasn't. Here's the thing. This is the problem. I do XM from 9 to noon, and my awesome co-host, Chris Blank, who does all kinds of stuff for Oklahoma, and he does their sideline and everything, and they weren't playing till later. And I go, hey, Chris, can I duck out at about 11:30 35. He's like, dude, I wondered why you were working today. And I go, I can get it down to the stadium. I had heard that the kickoff wasn't until about 12:13. So I was like, okay, that's 40 minutes. I was riding a bike. It was like E.T. out there, Rothman. I'm riding my bike. My kids are all on their e-bikes, so they're just chilling. Like, dude, they're having a drink. I'm here pedaling, getting a good froth going, watching those F-16s. I'm like Maverick, putting the fist in the air as they're flying over, as I'm like getting ready to cruise on into the stadium. And it was a remarkable scene. I did all that. I didn't get down to the field in the pregame. I left that to the real stars down there with Tress and McConaughey, and then Glenn Powell, who, by the way, finding out his dad's an OSU alum. Like, that's fantastic.
Cool.
Absolutely tremendous. And then I did all that knowing that, since I've been probably 15 years old, actually probably 13, I haven't had a Labor Day off. And I don't anticipate having a Labor Day off until I get out of the business of football. And when that happens, then that's fine. And I'll be able to sit over there like Nick Saban out in front of my lake and watch the geese crap in my yard. Mm-hmm. But until that day, I know that when you choose this industry, Rothman,
that's right,
you choose everything that comes with it. All right? And today's Charlie Sheen's birthday. Like, he chose to hit that 7-gram crack rock. There's not too many people that can handle it. And so when you get into the football industry, your life's going to be different. And you may have to be built a little bit differently because of it.
You know who was built different on Saturday to me, Bobby?
Michael Irvin?
Well, no. What is he doing on the sideline?
What do you mean?
And he's just out there having a blast. It's
hanging
crazy.
out with Charlie Sheen in the pregame and then getting out there.
That's what it looks like, that's for sure. But talk about Arvell Reese, Bobby, because you know what it takes to play that position at the highest level. And to me, this dude came onto the scene and was looking like he's going to be a dude next to Sonny Styles this year.
I always have a soft spot in my heart for the linebackers. I got a soft spot for Central Ohio guys, and then it's kind of defense and linebackers, and it's not that I don't love other guys from other places, but, the position you played, the side of the ball you played, and if they're from the region that you're from, that makes a big difference. But I told James, I'm done with us getting these short little linebackers. Can we get some dudes over 6'1" that can run and do some stuff? And so they've got Sonny. Now they got Valley. He had to fight his butt off to get Valley. He had to fight his butt off to get Sonny in the linebacker room. And then they got Peyton Pierce, who's rolling through there, too. Like, they've got 3 really good dudes. You'll probably get a chance to see a lot of Riley this weekend, too, against Grambling, which will be good. But those guys are difference makers. Like, what they can do, the physical attributes they have, which allows Matt Patricia to be as multiple as he was. And I couldn't tell everybody all of it because – when you get the chance to watch a lot, Rothman, there's a responsibility. What you see in here and say in here stays in here.
Protect the program.
Yeah. I mean, I'm over there watching practice. There are people who may go and blab about that. Like, I would like my team to win. And so because of that, I'm going to remain silent and just try to allude to the fact that I know Matt Patricia is a hell of a coach, and what he's doing with those guys was going to be elite. And the way they featured Arvell was tremendous. He's only going to continue to get better. Him and Sonny are only going to continue to play better together. And he is one special guy. Like, he came to Ohio State as a skinny kid that wasn't all that highly recruited, and he has busted his butt to work, to understand the scheme, to develop his body, and to become the guy that you saw out there on Saturday.
At no point on Saturday did I ever see this team kind of lose confidence or, yes, they lost a little momentum, but it felt differently to me than a conservative approach against Michigan. This was, Ryan Day admitted, it was a conservative approach. Our defense was playing well. We played into that. The one thing I pointed out yesterday or the day before was that people who say, well, they could have done more with Julian, you watch the trust they had in him on certain third downs, in the shadow of their own end zone, or on a 3rd and 3 at the 8-yard line, or throwing out of his end zone for Carnell Tate to come back for first down. That is a little bit of a new wrinkle in that you're leading a game that's very low scoring. You're shutting them out. 3rd and 3 inside your own 20-yard line or 15. Usually that's run the ball, see if you can get it. If you don't, punt it away. They trusted him. They ran play action at midfield. I just thought there was a little more trust than people want to say that happened on Saturday. Everyone's thrown out the conservative word, but I thought at times he showed a lot with his young quarterback.
Big trust, woo-woo.
That's right. Trust, Truss.
Shout out to Mark Ingram. We brought him up earlier in the show, Bobby.
Exactly. Listen, he's a star.
He is.
Here's the thing with that. Like, first of all, they're throwing running a play action out of their own end zone. And I don't know if you saw this, where I think it was Kazmarek and Bennett Christian ran into each other. Smoked each other. If you go back and watch it,
yeah, exactly.
It was unbelievable. It was maybe one of the biggest collisions in the game. And he didn't panic, threw a dart out there to Carnell Tate, who played awesome. And you talk about playing conservative. You're running max protection down there and chucking up a bomb on the 40-yard line going into Carnell Tate. What are we talking about? Conservative? They're going for it. It's 4th and 1 on the. I think people want to say conservative game plan. You need to, if you're not throwing it all over the place, you're going for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
They were playing what I would call that was a very smart game. Your defense was playing great, and the difference between that and the Michigan game is you were playing with a 7 and then a 14-point lead. You were on top. You didn't need to take the risk. You didn't need to do anything foolish. Let your defense keep playing well. Make Arch go win it. And, then you kept making plays. Heck, they should have had a couple more picks with things. I thought Julian, you had a couple drops there, uncharacteristic drops from JJ. He put one on Claire that he dropped. He put one on Brandon Ennis. I thought Julian played really well. And I thought conservative, to me, I watched that game. I was sitting there talking to Schleggs about it yesterday. We had Tress on my YouTube show. And I was like, it's a Jim Tressel game. You found, hey, we're controlling this thing. We're going to find a way to win. We don't need to go lose it. Make them come try to get it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a great way. Dude, they held them scoreless through 57 minutes.
Yeah.
Why don't try to give them more opportunities to try to beat you?
Yeah, that's good stuff. No doubt. Hey, before we let you go, Jerry did it. I'm still surprised that Micah is in Green Bay.
We're going to go on Good Morning America and talk about it too, Maddie. Yeah. Talk about Micah Parsons. Well, and so you saw Dave Mulugeta, Micah's agent. You heard him talking on First Take. And I think two things can be true. I think what his agent was saying happened. Hey, he came in, wanted to talk about leadership. Jerry is getting excited, wanted to talk about contract. Mike is nodding his head. Yeah, this all sounds good. And now I'm paying my agent to do this. So, let's get him in there and get the finer details and points out. And Jerry's probably a little bit well, why do we need to do that? That's the way me and Dion and have you watched the Cowboys documentary? He's like, Steven, do you stay out here? We don't want to double team him or too much, too soon. Walks out. We got a deal. That's Jerry loves to just be at the center of it. And we're just going to make this deal and we're going to get it done. I think Jerry wanted to pay Micah, and then it got public. I think he probably got a little hurt. You hear those guys talk about him. Jerry loves his players, and I think it got a little sideways to the point where, okay, this is obviously it's irreconcilable at this point. We can't move forward. Let's see what we could get. The sad thing is, if they traded him in March, you probably get maybe another second or third with it, and you could do something in this year's draft. But I was amazed because if you look historically, these deals for Jerry always get done.
Yeah.
Always, because he's not afraid to write checks, and he's not afraid to tell you he'll write the check. So that, to me, was the most disappointing part.
Something changed for him. I loved his press conference that night after the trade. Whether you believe it or not, I really liked it. He just felt like I told Steve to dig a little more, get a little more. And then we came up with more, and then that said, now we can start the negotiation. I just think he felt like the goalpost just kept moving. And from Micah's side, he thought, well, maybe I was bullied into handshake agreement before my agent truly got involved. And it just, that's where they are.
I think Jerry, that deal that he, that deal that he got in Green Bay, I think Jerry would have gave him that.
He said I was going to give him more guaranteed money than he got. He did say that.
Jerry loves giving guaranteed money because he loves to be I've got the biggest checkbook, and screw you, poor Mike Brown. I'm gonna write. You need me to write a check for $100 million?
Right.
Give me that McAfee style check that he gave the dude on the side. We'll write it in right here like Happy Gilmore.
All right, my man. Great having you as always. Be well. We'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely, you guys. Enjoy it.
That's Bobby Carpenter, the Morning Juice, right here on Rothman and Ice on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. We come back with a Buckeye Bulletin, and we zero in on the DC for Ohio State. And one former coach loves what he saw. You'll hear it next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Tweet from a listener. Are you carrying the Buckeye game today? Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown. This is what the Buckeyes train so hard for.
Just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change, their techs train like pros to deliver expert service every time.
Wait, are we talking football or oil changes?
Both. Whether it's the Buckeyes on the field or your car in the bay, it's all about preparation and precision.
Can't argue with that.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit VIOC.com/Buckeyes today.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
From the first one born in the USA to the tens of millions that followed, from the American highways to the NASCAR race days, more people have counted on their Camrys than any other car for over 23 years. And now, Camry is even better. It's all hybrid all the time to be more efficient yet powerful, with available all-wheel drive for the capability to go wherever you want to go in style and comfort. For the latest offers, go to Toyota.com and make your own history. Toyota, let's go places.
For years, you've been hearing us talk about the Newman Roofing difference, delivering nothing short of an excellent customer experience each and every single time, from the first phone call to the end of your project. But don't take our word for it. Take a listen to our friend John and his Newman Roofing experience.
Well, the first thing that drew me to Newman Roofing is the extraordinary Google score of 5.0. That was the first indication to me that this was going to be a good experience. Overall, the experience with Newman Roofing was wonderful. When I came home, the job was completely finished. The crew had cleaned up and left. I wouldn't have known that they were there.
What star rating would you give Newman Roofing on Google?
I would, without hesitation, award Newman Roofing a 5-star rating on Google.
Any advice for those looking for a new roof, John?
Once you have contact with Newman Roofing, you'll understand why everybody's giving them a 5-point rating.
Do what John did and schedule your free roof or siding consultation with Newman Roofing. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online today at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
I can't wait to meet her. Oh my gosh.
Put your hands together for new Dr. Pepper Blackberry and Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar.
There she is! Woohoo! Yeah! It's full Dr. Pepper!
With sweet blackberry flavor!
Dr. Pepper Blackberry, I'm obsessed with your succulent taste. Please marry me!
No! Marry me! Marry me or I'm gonna freak out!
Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It's a pepper thing!
Can't get enough of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
No matter where you are, Coughlin is there, in-store or online. CoughlinCars.com. 13 new car brands, over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles, 17 convenient locations for sales, service, and parts, plus 4 state-of-the-art collision centers. CoughlinCars.com. Shop locally owned, CoughlinCars.com.
Coughlin has the car for you. Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Buckeye Bulletin.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
All right, who's the oldest coach to ever win a Super Bowl?
Pete Carroll? No. The oldest coach to ever win a Super Bowl.
You know, I say
66 years old at the time.
He might be the guy,
Hang on.
but I don't
know. I want to make sure I'm right.
The oldest coach?
Maddie's right.
Is it Pete Carroll?
It is Pete Carroll.
Oh, wow. Way to go, Matt.
Thank you.
The oldest head coach. Wait a minute.
Because that's not
no.
that question.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold up, player.
Hold on.
Who is it? It's not Pete.
Well, I thought it was the guy that we're about to hear from. And so that's why I said the trivia question.
I was about to say, I don't know if Matt knows we're about to play.
I believe that I'm right. Okay. So, yes, the oldest head coach to win a Super Bowl is Bruce Arians, who won it with Tampa in 2021 at the age of 68 and a half.
Yeah.
And Mom was still there.
Wait, what?
Bruce Arians' mom was at the game at the ripe age, of 95.
Okay.
Good for her.
That makes sense.
Awesome.
So he's the oldest, and so he's been around. And he talked about what he saw in the pre- and post-snap defense of what Matt Patricia threw out there on Saturday.
I look at the Ohio State-Texas game, and I see Matt Patricia just totally bamboozle one of the best young quarterbacks to ever come into the game because he had to learn to do it. You got 2 seconds to figure out where this ball's going, all right? And if you're seeing this and they're playing that, if you don't see it within those first 3 steps of your drop, you're going to throw it to the wrong guy.
So you're saying what Arch Manning was seeing was something that was by design to make him look and be as confused as he looked. He looked incredibly confused.
You know, when you don't know what to prepare for, and that's college's problem. When you don't play preseason games, you don't get to see anything. The first time you see it, you're on national television playing number 1 versus number 3. It's like, holy yeah. Like, it's not easy for a veteran quarterback in the NFL when you play that system. Now, Peyton, his second or third year, got this. Tom, probably in his second or third year, got this because this is complicated now. For a college quarterback, especially a young guy starting, this is the highest level you get of defensive football. And Ohio State did an unbelievable job for their young guys, I think, of not giving it away.
He had some misses, Manning did, that were unforced errors. But a lot of what he's talking about was as real as it gets on Saturday. Still had a chance to take him down the field and tie the game. But everything that happened pre- and post-snap was a nice bit of Belichickian stuff from Matt Patricia that he just wanted to confuse a young quarterback, very talented quarterback. And a lot of times you're like, hey, let's play him straight up. No gimmicks, no tricks. But they did so much to affect him on what he saw what he thought he was going to see pre-snap to post-snap. And so he earns his stripes for sure. Matt Patricia, game 1 in the biggest game, because I think if it would have gone the opposite way and Arch Manning would have turned them around a little bit, we all would have been coming in here going, they got. They're going to have to work their way out of it. Now the mark has been set. It was complicated yet simple. It was everything that we thought it could be. Mm-hmm. They forced Manning into mistakes that can change a game in a close game, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, just tremendous stuff from Matt Patricia and the players, right? Because you heard from Bruce Arians how complicated some of those things can be, and so on the defensive side of things, too, you have to fully grasp the bat. So for these guys to not have been in this system the way that they have been the last couple of years, practicing day in and day out under Jim Knowles' watch, and to have that type of showing and turn the water off against Texas the way that they did, I mean, it's awesome. And I have to imagine that there probably are still so many things that Patricia wants to get to down the line, right, when guys get even more comfortable with their defense. And so they really gave them nothing, strangled them for the most part in that game. And so that's got to be such a calming thing for Buckeye Nation, Coach Day, to know that the defense, again, seems to be in really good hands. And it's interesting to me that you've had back-to-back guys here in Columbus where Chip Kelly comes in last year as the offensive coordinator. Now Matt Patricia comes in this season as the defensive coordinator. And those guys have had some people kind of not really like what they did as head coaches. And I think that's fine to a certain degree. But maybe these guys are just really great coordinators. And sometimes when you can put a guy like Matt Patricia in his comfort zone, which to me is defense and just locking in on that every single day, you're going to get the best Matt Patricia. And I think if you get the best Matt Patricia, you're going to get the outings that we got on Saturday. And hopefully a lot more of those are to come.
All right, TLC, spin one from Coach Day for us.
Julian's saying played pretty well, graded a champion.
Yeah, he did. He graded out over 80%. His adjusted completion percentage with a few drops was pretty good. So we felt like he took care of the ball, made some good throws. I'd like to think that if we had made a few plays for him earlier on in the game, maybe it would have gone a different direction. But I don't think he ever flinched. So good start. A lot of football to go, though.
It's a good way to pat him on the back, but not anoint him as the greatest.
And here's what he said to him before the game.
We're going to take it one play at a time. He's got a good group of guys around him. He's got a good defense. He's got good special teams, a good offensive line, good skill guys. He needs to lean into those players and find a way to win the game. We'll try to get him into a rhythm and then go from there. And that's really it. It's a start. It's the first game, and we're excited for him. You're seeing him every day get more and more confident, more and more comfortable in what we're trying to do. But we got to get out in the field and play, and it's about time.
Clark Kent won you a game on Saturday. He'll have to be Superman every once in a while down the road. But for now, Clark Kent can get it done.
I think the most important thing for me is that Ryan Day just said, the idea was to get him into a rhythm. And look what happened early in the game. His guys didn't help him. So everything that they thought they wanted him to do, hey, lean into your guys. They'll help you. Well, they didn't help him, and it didn't affect his confidence. Right. It was almost – that, to me, is one of the biggest things that I don't think Coach Day either was asked or talked about the other day, was that the whole idea was to slowly bring him along and give him some confidence. And all we got early was Max Clare drop and Jeremiah drop.
And he flushed it and moved on.
It didn't affect him at all.
Yeah, that's good stuff from a young guy. Good poise.
We come back, top of the hour, deep dive, and the NFL award predictions. Not quite print the shirts, but it's close. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on the Buckeye Show. New special guests in everything scarlet and gray. The Fan.
Right now in Washington, there's a fight going on to make life more affordable and bring back American jobs. Some play politics, and some want to get things done. Senator John Husted is cutting through the noise, putting Ohio first. The new tax bill delivers for working families and helps small businesses hire and grow right here in Ohio. Tell John Husted, keep fighting for Ohio families and small businesses. Paid for by Senate Opportunity Fund.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the tin man.
We can come the day you call us.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Brian, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Okay, ask away.
Sometimes when we're talking, I hear a little sparkling sound.
Is it when one of us says, all you have to do is point?
There it is. Did you hear that?
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic? Like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
It's Wilson from That Other Window Place, and this is the Secrets of Pella podcast. Secrets of Pella. Where we try to expose Pella Windows secrets. Okay, Leslie from Pella, with this easy slide operator, I can slide open this window with just one finger. What are you guys hiding?
Well, we're not hiding anything, but that slide is cool, right?
All right, cut. Leslie, it is so cool. Look, I'm opening it with just one pinky.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
At CME, many of our team members are certified financial counselors, trained to help you budget smarter, tackle debt, and build a plan for your financial goals. They offer free confidential support exclusively for CME members with real-world guidance. Whether you're starting from scratch or need a plan for a specific financial journey, our counselors are here to help. No judgment, just support. Let's move forward together. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org for additional details.
It's always a good day at the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship. September 18th through 21st at the Scarlet Course. PGA Tour's Rising Stars compete, Hub 13 drink specials, and more. Get free tickets today at ncc-golf.com.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Scotty Vegas here. Smartest bet of the season? Bet on yourself. I needed a weight loss plan that fit into real life. Tailgates, road trips, kids' nights, and still lets you eat. Week 1 with Awaken 180, I was down 6. By the end, 45 pounds gone. That's with wings, chili, meatballs, sausages, all the good stuff. It's the Tailgate transformation. Structure, coaching, and food that tastes like a win. Make the smart play. Start your Tailgate transformation at awaken180weightloss.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Opening day of baseball is cool. The tournament's first weekend is amazing. Underrated sports day, the first Sunday of NFL football. So let's spend it together at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Join On the Money and The Fan for a watch party for the Bengals-Browns game September 7th. Watch and place wagers on over 30 kiosks, contests, prizes, and oh look, little footballs. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, I'm Coach Ryan Day, and I've seen firsthand how tough and resilient kids can be. But I've also seen the struggles that aren't always visible. Mental health challenges are real. That's why I'm proud to partner with the Kids Mental Health Foundation. Together, we're helping parents, teachers, and coaches talk to kids about mental health before there is a concern or crisis. Start making kids' mental health a part of every day with free tools and resources at kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
With your fan sports update, I'm Tyler Danberg. From the NFL, New York Jets guard Elijah Vera Tucker is feared to have suffered a season-ending torn tricep. He'll get a second opinion to confirm and see if he needs to get surgery. Tennis today, U.S. Open continues. Women's quarterfinal, Amanda Anisimova and Iga Swiatek pushed back to 2:30, with the men's quarterfinal between Alex de Minaur and Alex Auger-Aliassime tied up at a set apiece. Baseball tonight, Cincinnati Reds welcome the Toronto Blue Jays at 6:40. Cleveland Guardians visit the Boston Red Sox at 6:45. Reds are 70-69. Guardians are 68-69. This update is sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register today at roosterswings.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Most shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and Ice feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Low T Center. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
All right, final hour of the program. We'll get into the NFL. Kicks off tomorrow night. Dallas at Philly. We'll get into some awards. We got a lot to do, and we dive into it with our boy TLC. Are we picking 7 here? Right then.
I'm good with 7 AR. So
Offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, comeback player of the year, rookie of the year offensively, defensive rookie of the year, MVP coach of the year.
I'm in, man.
All right.
I'm in.
Maybe you'll go with the Raiders. All right, so let's start with offensive player of the year. This is the usual non-quarterback award. This is the one where they like to spread it out. That way, everybody feels like they got a shot at something. And my gut goes to Jamar Chase. Because if Bijan Robinson and my boy Jahmyr Gibbs has a good year, Could they cancel each other out? Obviously, receivers can as well, but I just can't overthink it. They're going to have to throw. They're going to be big-time offense. I know they've got T. Higgins there, too, and they'll dump down to Chase Brown. Did you get Chase in fantasy in our league? Can't remember.
No, but I got him. I got him in the homies league last night, so I'm excited about that. I actually got he and T. Higgins, so I had to get a piece of that Bengals offense this year that I think is going to have so much on their shoulders.
So if you go to the stat line from a year ago, he led the league in receiving by 150 yards over Justin Jefferson, who now has J.J. McCarthy, and then Brian Thomas Jr. of Jacksonville beat him by about almost 500 yards. Drake London should have a good year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a very quiet, almost 1,300 for him last year. Amon-Ra will get his, but new coordinators, you kind of see where I'm going. The only real constant in what I've mentioned, consistent guy, is the guy in stripes down in the Queen City. So I'm going to take Jamar Chase as Offensive Player of the Year.
It's a good pick. The dude won the Triple Crown last year, man. I mean, 17 touchdowns from Jamar Chase, and it's crazy how impactful he's been just right out of the gate. Jamar Chase's rookie year, he had 13 touchdowns. A couple years in, dude gets to 17. I like that. I'm going with the receiver, too, in a very similar formula. I'm going with CeeDee Lamb. Give me CeeDee Lamb as the Offensive Player of the Year this season. Now, their defense, I think, is going to struggle this year. With Micah Parsons, I don't think it was going to be a very good defense. Anyway, now I just think they may be bad. You lose DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah in the same offseason. That's a tough thing, I think, to overcome. And so CD, a couple years ago, 1,700 yards, 12 touchdowns. Last year in 15 games, 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns. So I'm betting on volume in a similar way that you are with Jamar Chase. So I'll go with the former Oklahoma Sooner, CeeDee Lamb, to win Offensive Player of the Year.
Defensive Player of the Year.
What you got? You want me to go first this time?
Now you go.
Okay.
Now you go.
See, this one was tough for me because there was a couple guys I really liked.
Yep.
One guy for me, it's tough because of the position that he plays. And so I wanted to go with Jalen Carter for the Philadelphia Eagles. But there's only been a handful of D tackles in the history of the league, maybe more than that bring this award home. Usually it's pass rushers. Those are usually the guys. Now, he would have to have a nice amount of sacks, not nice amount, a high amount of sacks, I think, to win this award as an interior defensive lineman. I think he's capable of it. I just don't know if it's a smart bet. But I'm going with Will Anderson.
Yeah.
I'm going with Will Anderson of the Houston Texans to win Defensive Player of the Year. I think their defense this year has a chance to be top 5. And I think the pass rush will marry well with their secondary. And so opposite him is Danielle Hunter, who's close to having 100 sacks in his career. So that absolutely is somebody you better respect. And I think this is year 3 for Will Anderson. And I think he's going to put it
dominated
all
these
together.
Awards, haven't they?
Who's
the
that?
Texans? Don't they get these a lot?
They did have Stroud and Anderson win Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year the same season.
But I'm going with Will Anderson. I think it's his time. I think he's got a chance to lead the league in sacks. And I think the complementary pieces around him will have him in a spot to where he's going to get a decent amount of one-on-one situations because of Hunter on the other side. So give me Will Anderson down there in H-Town.
The analytics would tell you, and I followed these, 9 of the last 11 depoys were all pass rushers.
Yeah.
So I am going to go, there was a couple. Jared Verse, certainly. I loved him last year. I love him this year. I'm going to go back. Myles, you can never go wrong with taking Myles Garrett. I know where I'm going a little bit more with Comeback Player of the Year, so I'm not going to pick this guy. So I'm going to go with the anti-Jerry vote, Micah Parsons. And I feel like in that division against J.J. and Caleb Williams and Goff, he might truly feast. He's going to be motivated. The only thing that could come back to haunt me is if this hip back, whatever he's dealing with is real. But if there was ever a guy that wanted to go out and say, I'm going to earn this cash and make Dallas pay and all that, it would be him. So I'm gonna take the low-hanging fruit, as TLC likes to say, and take Micah.
Okay.
Yeah. Comeback player of the year. So this will lead me right into where I wanted to go. It could be CMC.
Yep.
He'd probably be he'd probably be a favorite just because he's a running back. He's going to touch the ball. I do think I would never do this to my boy McCarthy.
Go ahead, take him.
I would never do that to him.
Come on, man.
No way. This has Aiden Hutchinson written all over it. I just think I didn't want to say defensive player of the year, but he can wreck some offensive lines. He can get after the quarterback. It's a stat that people love, and they're going to need him to come back. And so I'd love to say CMC, but I just can't trust it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with Aiden Hutchinson.
No, I like it, man. Just hopefully, AR, it's not one of those injuries to where it's year 2 of his return that he gets back to his old form. But if that happens this year, yeah, he'll get you double-digit sacks, and he'll be right there in the mix for this award. Man. Comeback player of the year. I really want to do the J.J. McCarthy thing.
By the way, quarterbacks have won this recently.
Right.
It's not, it's usually, it's weird. Like 13 of the last 17 have been quarterbacks.
What type of numbers does
Joe Burrow got it, right?
What type of numbers does Nick Chubb have to get in the mix? What does that have to look like?
Mixon on the PUP list to start the year?
Yeah. He's got a clean
They're both
runway.
in Houston, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know how
parts
he
here.
would ever eclipse what's realistic to get over Christian McCaffrey. Like,
No, I know. That's why I'm just asking what you guys think a stat line for Nick Chubb would have to look like for him to win comeback player of the year.
11 or 1,200.
I was going to say 1,000.
Yeah.
If that guy gets 1,000, then there's something there because that would make him probably a top 20 running back.
Probably so. I was thinking about Nick Chubb, but there's too many questions coming out of Houston about their offensive line, so that I'm going to stay away from that. I'm doubling down on Dallas, guys. Give me Dak Prescott to win comeback player of the year. I think the numbers will be eye-popping just because of how much I think they're going to have to throw the ball this year. And so this guy a couple years ago finished top 5 in the MVP race. We know he's got the goods in the regular season to do it, and I think he can throw up some nice statistics this year. So I'm going Dak to win comeback player of the year.
All right, so those are our 3. We have 3 left, which we will do in the next segment. So we have offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, and comeback player of the year in the books. We'll come back with rookies on both sides, MVP, and I'll tell you what, we'll throw in the final one, which will be coach of the year. Coming back next, Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Unlike your deadbeat uncle, we'll never leave you stranded in a ditch when you were 6. This promo may have been a touch too specific. The Fan.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. And if you're gearing up for the big game, don't forget the MVP of desserts, Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. This legendary treat just made its way to Ohio. Finally. We're talking rich devil's food cake, buttery cream bumps, and a fudge icing that is just unfair. They'd throw a flag on it if it was actually on the field. Bring one to your next tailgate, watch party, or even a team celebration, and you'll be the real hero. Available now at Kroger and Meijer, Sanders Bumpy Cake. It's game day greatness.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at RunyonDentalGroup.com. That's RunyonDentalGroup.com.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here. After retiring from professional football, I never expected that me, Bobby, I'd have low testosterone. So I went to my friends over at Affinity, I got my labs done, and now I've been on a testosterone replacement plan with Affinity for 8+ years. Best of all, they've supplemented it with peptides and lots of other great products. Learn why me and thousands of men trust the experts at Affinity to feel their best. Get more energy, better workouts, feel like yourself again. And do not waste another day. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com today.
Common Man here for Hollywood Casino and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Timmy, it's football season. That means winning and fun.
Oh, yeah. We have tailgate buffets for all of our watch parties. The 3 apps for $12 special. $25 Miller Lite buckets.
And don't forget the crab legs. That's extended through September.
So reserve a table at HollywoodColumbus.com.
And how about this for new members? Sign up for the rewards program on the Penn Play app. Get a $20 dining credit.
Then you get more crab legs.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, crab legs.
Crab leg problem? Call 1-800-CRAB-LEGS.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The Columbus Zoo invites you to follow the footsteps and the tales of animals from around the world. Explore our newest region, North America Trek. So what are you waiting for? Get your tail to our trails only at your Columbus Zoo.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
Other stations in town have started using AI voices. It's because they're cheap and they think you're stupid. Well, we may think you're stupid, but we don't think you're cheap, damn it. We're live and local with real people. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
The Ohio Lottery's new $5 scratch-off Win Big has a top prize of $100,000. And with the Ohio Lottery app, all non-winning tickets can be entered into a My Lotto Rewards second chance promotion to win Cleveland or Cincinnati football tickets or even a trip to football's biggest game. And that's more exhilarating than a cooler of sports drink dumped on you. So exhilarating. Win big from the Ohio Lottery. A celebration waiting to happen. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A beautiful summer day today, so get out and enjoy it. Temperatures will be in the mid to low 80s. Lots of sunshine, but winds will be up breezy out of the southwest. For tonight, partly cloudy to start with clouds increasing overnight, lows down into the 60s, and then we will see rain develop toward daybreak on Thursday. Could have some wet roads for your commutes with highs getting up around 70. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Pre-Snap Reads.
Sponsored by Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF. Or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
All right, a little Bet365 time.
Let's get into it right now because, ladies and gentlemen, at Bet365 right now, things are popping off in a good way. We've been rocking out with Bet365 for the longest time. They know you guys have been rocking with them as well, and they are rewarding you right now because at Bet365, new customers, you can bet $5 and you're going to get $300 in bonus bets, whether your bet wins or loses.
Say that again, Maddie, because they just upped their game.
Yeah, they really did.
$300 now.
$300.
Bet 5.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. All you got to do is bet $5. You'll get $300 in bonus bets, whether your bet wins or loses. And now that football season has arrived, they have an early payout offer for both the NFL and college football. You get an instant payout if the team you bet on goes up by 17 points, even if they lose. So a tremendous offer over there with the early payout offer. And if you're a new customer at Bet365, all you have to do is bet $5 and you will get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose.
We're getting into the old first touchdown bets.
Oh, those are dangerous, man.
Big money, though.
They are. They really are.
They got a jackpot going on right now at Bet365. Ravens-Bills for Sunday night, the Sunday night jackpot. There's $365,000. And it has to do with if you bet $10 on a pregame first touchdown of the game and some other bets, you can qualify for a share of that jackpot in bonus bets. So
that's cool.
They got a lot of cool stuff going. I'm going to go back to baseball since mine was voided last night with Lodolo getting the cramps. I'm going to say, okay, so tell me how you like this. Shane Bieber is pitching against your team tonight, I believe.
He's had 2 outings with Toronto, I believe.
Yeah.
The first one was really good. I don't know what happened in the second one.
Littell's pitching for you guys?
I believe so.
Okay. I am going to go Nerfy.
Okay.
No runs first inning. And Bieber to have at least 4 Ks. And that's even money. Plus 100.
Yeah,
I just
I like
have
that.
to get out of the first.
Yeah.
Bieber, give me the 4 Ks. And then I'm off and running.
Yeah, I like what you're cooking
I was going to say Ellie because Ellie hasn't hit a home run in like 30 games.
I'm so mad at
But I'm
Ellie
not
right
going to
now.
do it against Bieber.
Ellie, we got to clean up the defense, my guy. Come on, man. Like the errors they're killing us. They've been rough here recently, but I like what you're cooking up today. Hey, we're getting ready to get back to some of our NFL awards. There is a new NFL award for some people that may not know.
The Protector.
It is the Protector of the Year. So this is going to an offensive lineman. I'm rolling with the guy that's close to TLC's heart. I'm going with Joe Alt right now at 16-1 to be the Protector of the Year. They lost Rashawn Slater for the season, and so he's kind of got that narrative angle going on right now. Chargers, I think, will be good. I don't know if they're going to be great, but I think Joe Alt will get a lot of love for stepping in now at left tackle and holding it down in front of Justin Herbert. So I'm going Joe Alt AR to win the Protector of the Year.
What are the odds on that?
16-1.
Okay.
16-1.
Where's Penei Sewell?
Oh, let me get that for you. He's the favorite at plus 500 for the Detroit Lions. Download the Bet365 app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply in the app only.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Ellie De La Cruz has not hit a home run since July.
Yeah, I think it's about 30 games. I was because he's on my fantasy team. He's on Maddie's.
Yeah.
And I was looking at his line. I thought, you know what? If there was somebody who was due to hit one out of the park, be him. And then I saw Bieber was pitching, so I didn't want to do it. Unless he can get to the pen, but
Ellie can find a way to impact the game offensively in a lot of other ways, right? But yeah, you would like some of that to come back. But I'm just my concern is the defense. Like if you're going to play that position, shortstop, you got to pick it, man.
Yeah.
39 strikeouts to 41 total bases in that stretch. Yeah. That's a brutal ratio.
Struggling. They're 5 back.
We're done, dude. The Milwaukee series, that's where we blew it. That was the
still can sweep the Mets.
Yeah, but we got to climb over. You know what I
know.
mean? Like that's sweep the Mets. Oh God, that just registered in my brain. Like
I wanted to see when it playoffs.
Wait a minute.
I thought you were going to sweep. We'll be lucky to win a game.
You sounded like Drake on the Breakfast
We'll be lucky to
Club.
win a game against them. All right, back to the NFL.
Yeah,
spin it, Sir Mix-a-Lot. You gotta slide up, slide down. Give me some of that NFL music back.
There we go.
Sir Mix-a-Lot. Beauty.
There we go. Okay.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. I really want to go with this guy.
Then do it.
I don't have the guts to do it.
Then do it. Encourage him, my friend.
Two guys. Actually, 3 guys. I have 3 guys that I want to go with, and I don't know if I can get past the volume the other guy's going to get.
Yeah, this is easy.
So here's the value.
Mm-hmm.
The value is a Mecca. It's incredible. 18-1.
Oh, I do.
He's going after Puka's rookie receiving record of almost 1,500 yards. I could see that happening. I could see us getting to week 17 going, wow, he's got a chance. But it's hard. And then I also thought about Travis Hunter. Mm-hmm. And I thought about Travion Henderson as kind of the it guy. But Ashton Genty is a horse. And I know it's a bad offensive line. I can't get past the volume he'll get. I think it'll be stat related. But if a Mecca gets close to Puka, I might have to sprinkle a little bit on that 18-1. But going chalk, Ashton Genty.
You've got Chip Kelly as the offensive coordinator out there.
Yeah.
He's always loved to run the rock. Pete Carroll loves to run the rock. And clearly they drafted him for a reason. So they're going to use the heck out of him. So
running backs have not won it a lot.
Okay.
Barkley was the last one in 18.
Yeah, for me, this was kind of not easy because none of these are easy to predict. But I'm going Cam Ward.
Stefanski.
Yeah, I'm going with Cam Ward in Tennessee. His arm talent, I think, is for real. I like that he spent a lot of time at the collegiate level playing. Got a ton of snaps at Miami and Washington State and all that. So I think he can hit the ground running. Probably won't be this Sunday because they play the Denver Broncos, which is tough. It's almost as tough as a defensive matchup as you can get for anybody, let alone a rookie quarterback. So, yeah, I'm going Cam Ward.
Only 3 of the overall number ones in the last 25 years have won that award. Bradford, Newton, and Kyler Murray. But here we are, and I would not argue with that pick at all.
Actually, you know what?
Quarterback.
This profiles very closely to Sam Bradford because Sam Bradford was one of only 2 quarterbacks in the first round. Tim Tebow at the back end, much like Jackson Dart at the back end, so you don't have much quarterback competition.
Okay.
And for number 1 pick.
Yeah. Defensive Rookie of the Year.
See, this one was I was torn here, right? With a heart pick and a mind pick here. My heart wants to pick Mike Green for the Baltimore Ravens, who was a second-round pick that some people thought could have been a top 10 pick with his talent. That, to me, is more responsible than what I'm going to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm going to go with Mykel Williams for the San Francisco 49ers. Mykel Williams opposite Nick Bosa, a team in San Francisco who I think is going to be good based off of their opponents this year. I don't know if they're Super Bowl good this year, but Mykel Williams, I think, is going to be a good pass rusher for San Francisco as a rookie. And teams are going to put him in one-on-ones because they're not going to want Bosa to beat him. So I'm going Mykel Williams for the Niners to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. And Trent Williams has been glazing them, man. So this, like, when I read a veteran left tackle, and what he's saying about this kid, I'm going to follow that lead. So I'll go Mykel Williams, even though I really wanted to go with Mike Green.
I have him 3rd on my list, Walker 2nd, and I have this guy winning it, Abdul Carter. He's right up there. He's got LT written all over him. We'll see if he lives up to it. It'd be unbelievable if we're talking about offensive defensive rookie of the year for Travis Hunter, like winning both. I don't think it would happen, but I'll go Abdul Carter.
I wanted to do that. There's a lot of mouths to feed on that D-line. That's the only thing. Because the talent.
That was the reason I'm taking it.
The talent is there, but when you're fighting against Dexter Lawrence and Burns in the gang, I was just a little worried about that. But yeah, he's a baller.
MVP.
Okay. So I think for this guy, it's kind of been the all season of does he still have it? Does he still have it at that level? And I think this guy's looking for revenge. They got embarrassed in the Super Bowl. I'm going Pat Mahomes. I'm going Pat Mahomes to get back to the top of the
He won't
MVP
have Rice for the first 6 weeks.
Which I think
he's got
helps my case.
over-the-hill Kelsey. I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He could turn into kind of a sympathy vote in a weird way.
Yeah.
Listen, I had Lamar down there, written down, ×3. Lamar gets his 3rd. By the way, you don't want to go non-quarterback here. It's been 12 straight years with a quarterback, so let's not be stupid there. I don't think there are too many guys that I would take. I could lean into a little bit of Jaden Daniels, but I'm not. So Joe Burrow certainly could get it here with all of his. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go. I won't go favorite. Favorite would be Lamar. I'm going to take Joey B.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think if he's going to stay healthy and have the year he's supposed to have, he would be the guy.
People were ready to give it to him last year in the same way 2 years ago people were ready to give it to Josh Allen. He had a good year. Josh Allen got it. I could definitely see that happening with Burrow.
All right. Coach of the year.
I'm going for Apes. You guys know I've been big on the Patriots this year to be a scrappy team in the AFC East. Maybe they'll mess around and be in the wild card mix at the end of the year. I just think he's a heck of a head coach that gets things in order. And so I'm a believer in him. I'm a believer in his quarterback. So I'm going Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, I toyed with going back to my Dan Campbell because he lost both coordinators, and the Packers are kind of the it team now with Micah, and I think if he actually wins the division, they could go to Dan Campbell. Yeah. I also thought about putting TLC's guy in there, Tomlin. I mean, 18 straight seasons without a losing record. If he does it with a 42-year-old quarterback, he could finally, and he's never won it, right? Or has he? I don't think he has.
I don't know.
Wow, he's never interesting.
Well, am I wrong about that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Coach of the year usually goes to somebody who makes the best of a bad situation.
That's right.
Like he's never been in a bad situation.
So 2 things for me.
Yeah.
There's 1 year he should have for sure.
He rebounds a team big time like Matty's guy Vrabel could do. And they've added so much to the Pats. if he gets him in. The other guy I thought about, there were two other guys. Sean Payton, because Denver's kind of a little bit of the it team. So if he can get them with Bo Nix where people think he could win it. And then if the Packers do come through, I think Matt LaFleur has a real good shot at winning it. So You're right. You do either go with the unsung team that kind of comes out of nowhere, like look what the Vikes did with KOC. But I'm going to go with it's either Tomlin, Vrabes, or Campbell. For the sake of argument, since you went Vrabes, I'll go back to Campbell. If he wins the division with two brand new coordinators, I think that narrative alone could get him in. But it's tough because people do like the Lions. So I think TLC's head is where it should be on a lesser team. But I'll go with Campbell.
Are either of you guys Colts truthers? Because that's kind of been like a trendy pick the past couple of weeks. He's like, hey,
Steichen?
Don't be surprised if the Colts, because we were talking about, we did the segments about how it's like the AFC, is it really this easy to pick? It can't be this easy. Well, there's been a couple analysts flirting with the Colts just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I believe in Shane Steichen. I don't believe in Daniel Jones. I will say this. I wanted to go with Liam Cohen for Jacksonville. I think he's a good value bet for Coach of the Year.
All right, we'll do all of our real picks tomorrow on the teams. All right, guys, if you're not into it, you don't have enough energy, you're finding a way to just peter out in the afternoon, then I'm telling you, you just have to start thinking about finding some answers. And Synergenics and Low T Center are the pros in providing you with the most medically driven, results-focused, and really a winning approach to restoring the quality of your life through hormone care. Their patients will give the testimonial. And I'm telling you guys, if you've been thinking about testosterone or if you've noticed that you are more tired, you're not as motivated, and you just want to just chalk it up to aging, it's physical, don't. Find out. Testosterone can actually help, but find out where you land on that scale. And real patients are telling them every day that they got their energy back, that they're doing better at work, better at home. They're working out more, just crushing it. So find out. I've always been a proponent of getting the information. With the information, there is power, and just get after it and feel like an MVP. Feel like someone that can meet the day and greet the day. You can book your appointment now at trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com. You'll probably be wishing you did it sooner. And here's the good news. If you go in there and they say, you know what? Wow, you landed on the scale where we didn't think you'd be, then you can go look for other answers. But this is the one you got to check off your list. So Low T Center and Synergenics is the place to go. trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com. Book that appointment now. We come back in 2 minutes. Is the ultimate motivation being served up by a former coach? You'll hear it next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Buckeyes, the 2025 football season is here, and that means three things: football, game day, and smooth Jameson whiskey. Whether you're catching the game at home, at your neighborhood bar, or soaking up the team spirit at a tailgate, Jameson Ginger and Lime and Ohio State Athletics are a winning combo. So cheers to making game days even better with the official whiskey of the fans. Jameson, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Taste responsibly.
Jameson Irish Whiskey, product of Ireland. 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Copyright 2025, imported by John Jameson Import Company, New York, New York.
Is there anything better than a college football Saturday? Not if you're at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Join the Fan for watch parties for the games this season. Oh, you got to check out the display case of amazing autographed prizes you can win. It's beautiful. 2 massive TV walls to watch the national champs. Watch and place wagers with over 30 kiosks, contests, prizes, and live shows. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I have a buddy who's going to be popping the question soon. He's planning everything out. He asked me, can you help me out with the ring? I said, of course I can. I've got a guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Now you talk, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace. I'm your guy.
Go in, see my friends at Worthington Jewelers, tell them I sent you, and you'll get the true VIP experience.
I'll treat them better than I treat you.
That's not hard. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged. And tell them Common Man sent you.
College is great. You know what else is great?
Pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of the Ohio State University. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
Rothman Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Matty is a diehard Reds fan. I mean, where else is he going to go? You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
All right, Bama's the it team now in college football. I told you guys after they got hammered by Florida State that their odds of gunning the playoff were almost 2-1 now. Not in their favor, but if you bet them and they make it, you can get almost 2-1 on Bama to make the playoff. I haven't pulled up their schedule lately. I need to do that, but they're in a world of hurt.
I got it for you right here, Big Dog. Next 3 weeks will be home against UL Monroe. They will host Luke Fickell and the Wisconsin Badgers. And then it will be September 27th on the road against them dogs down there in Georgia. So that's the game. Oh, actually, let me correct myself. It's the Wisconsin game Kalen DeBoer better get.
All right. First of all, let's just deal with them as a playoff team. The fact that they lost this game is going to kill them. Because can they get in with 3 losses? I guess they could.
You know I ain't trying to hear any of that.
I know you're not. But could they? I doubt they will. Unless Florida State goes on to have a great year and they get some quality losses in there and add a couple big wins. But the fact that they have to go to Georgia and host Tennessee and at South Carolina and LSU and Oklahoma, find me a way that they don't lose 2 more games.
And they are. That's before you even get to War Eagle in Auburn.
That's on
in
the road.
Iron Bowl.
Yeah. So if you want to go with the theory of that a 3-loss team is on the outside looking in, most likely, especially a team that Bama, which, by the way, is not going to get a whole lot of tiebreakers anymore. Yeah. The Saban effect is gone, and the old Nick not here to save them in every way, even in the committee room, like in that kind of aura.
No,
like when you have a legendary head coach and you're on the fence, it's kind of like, could you lean into something there? Maybe. And it happened. But now they don't get that anymore. DeBoer doesn't have that kind of allure and pull.
That's a good point.
So the fact that they already lost 1, and if we're in the mindset of that 3 has you on the outside looking in, they're toast. I just, unless this motivation of embarrassment, soft, A.J. McCarron calling his own, an alum calling his team out. I mean, he couldn't even come up with words to talk about the lack of energy and all the fact that they were. And here's the real part: the fact that they were just manhandled in the trenches. There's one thing to be just kind of lackadaisical, bad penalties, emotional penalties. That wasn't this. They got beat football-wise.
Right, because when Nick Saban was the guy, there was a level of physicality that you could just feel coming through the TV screen. And I know he had a whole bunch of dudes that played in the NFL and played for a long time and played well. But at the end of the day, like C.J. Mosley, those guys were coming to knock your face off your shoulders. And it didn't feel that way in game number 1, and it didn't feel that way last year. And so Kalen DeBoer, he's an offensive guy. Nick Saban, he made his money, or a lot of his money and success was built off being a defensive-minded guy. And that's not to say you can't be a head coach that can have a strong identity on both sides of the ball, but maybe that is a factor in this, is that Saban was, in his mind, like, no, we're bringing it in the trenches, and my defense is going to be buzzing around making a whole bunch of noise. And so for Kalen DeBoer, speaking of noise, the noise is really loud. Because now you've got donors down there in Tuscaloosa on record, making quotes about, how physical are we? Where is the effort? And the belief seems to be fizzling out. So Alabama, over their last 10 games, they're 5-5. 4 of those L's, those have come against unranked opponents. Bama fans ain't used to that. The people that are spending a whole bunch of money to make sure Bama is in good hands and rolling out a good product every Saturday night, they ain't used to that either. And so the next 4 weeks for Kalen DeBoer are absolutely massive because they're going to beat UL Monroe and things will calm down just a bit.
Maddie.
But that Wisconsin game's the one, AR.
If they don't,
oh my God,
then it's past the hat time.
Oh my goodness.
Then they will find the $70 million. Or they should force him to I don't know what. There has to be some sort of walk of shame. Like that will not
Cersei
happen.
style? Like in Game of Thrones? Through the streets of Tuscaloosa?
If you're gonna make that kind of money, ring the
Shame.
bell. Yeah. 9 games in his first year. Okay. Not the greatest. 9 games at Bama, not the greatest. Expectations crazy high this year. They had, I don't know what Ryan Williams did, the receiver did on
he got concussed.
Yeah, he got concussed. So he was their guy.
And speaking of Ryan Williams, you have a mediocre season. At the end of this year, Ryan Williams probably going to be like, I'm gone. I'm in the portal. I ain't doing this for another year.
And it was similar to Ohio State in that people looked at Bama this year saying, hey, we'll wait on the offense. This defense is legit. And look what happened.
And in time, they might be. Yeah. But for now, and combining what we saw against Tommy Castellanos and those boys and what we got a year ago, yeah, he's got to get going and going quick and getting back to that feel of Alabama being dominant, at least on one side of the ball. Got to have one.
Now, we know 5 Santas went in. Got to have 5. 5 have to walk out. When Lou Holtz served up the motivation for Ryan Day.
I'd like to know where Lou Holtz is right now.
Yep.
I know where he's at,
The fact is, will Kalen DeBoer have a chance to go part due on Where is Lou? Here is Lou on the Dan Dockett Show.
Coach, evaluate Alabama for me.
Well, it's like anything else. That every job is different. Every job has pressure. You have to be able to handle that pressure. But I was very disappointed that they didn't play harder. They didn't play physical. And Gus Malzahn did a tremendous job running the football. And they just dominated Alabama. I did think it would ever happen, but all things come to an end. You know, all dynasties come to an end, and I think Alabama's dynasty's over now.
Dynasty.
I think I would call Lou Holtz coach. I think I would too. I think there's
what is happening?
No, there's like an age thing.
He's an exemption. He's exempted.
Now it's an age thing.
I think if you are like at or around 90 years old, it's no longer two adults talking.
You want to split the difference and just call him Mr. Holtz?
That could work too.
I saw Coach Cooper in the building this morning. You said, "Hey, Coach, how you been?" If you would have saw him, you would have. What would you have said?
John, Coach.
You would have called Coach Coop, Coach.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wait, whoa.
See, he said it's an age thing.
Oh, it's just an age thing. What's your cutoff?
70?
I don't know. Like, if I met somebody's grandfather, I feel like I'd call them Mr. So-and-so.
Your stance was always authority over you.
Right.
If that person doesn't have authority over you.
It wasn't my coach. Right. I didn't play for him.
Then I'm calling them by their first name.
This whole loophole of age
this
now.
This is a tough look, TLC.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm being respectful of my elders is what I'm doing.
Well, maybe. Okay. If you learn something.
Like very elders.
Come on.
All right. I'm okay with him saying, you know what, I thought about it, and you know what, maybe I was a little too harsh.
Yeah.
If he didn't play for me, I don't have to call. I can call him by his first name. First of all, calling a guy coach isn't some amazing deal where you're bending down and bowing down to them.
Right. So it's not a big deal that I won't do it.
Oh no! See, now that ruins the whole narrative. We had something going here.
Hold on.
You know what happens. You just got to keep that one to yourself.
No, it's just like
the text coming in, Maddie. What's
Joshua Perry just texted the both of us. AR.
Yes.
In all caps, he says, "Call him coach."
Of course,
Shout out
do.
to JP.
It's not. I don't think it's anything about being anti-authority. It's if he's not my doctor, do I not call him doctor? If I meet one,
what up, doc? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that'd be weird.
If he's not my dentist or my doctor, and I meet a doctor, and they say, "Hey, this is Dr. So-and-so."
Right.
I would say, "Nice to meet you, doc," or whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, "What's your first name?" So I can.
I might. You probably not.
All right.
I would probably just call him Dr. So-and-so just because that's how I was introduced.
That was an interesting moonwalk from you today.
I'd rethink this whole thing.
Yes. I thought you should have just completely kept going that way. Just stay on that side. Now you're 1 foot in,
now he's
foot
like
out.
the crypt
I don't
keeper.
think I am.
He's
one foot in, 1 foot out. I'm not 50-50 on this. I'm
lemon lime.
No, you are, because one side of it is if they're old enough, you'll call them that, and the other side of it is if they're not, you're not.
It's like he wants them to go out with some sort of dignity.
No, that's not it. Well, think about it. If you had a very elderly neighbor wouldn't you consider just calling them Mr. So-and-so, even though, like, you're an adult? Just because they've reached that point?
It's polite.
Yeah, it's polite. Just call them coach. I think you should back off this take completely and call every coach. And I think you're going to be
that
just
I
fine.
won't do.
Oh, my goodness. You know what you need to do, fellas? If you're struggling and you can't do that thing your partner likes anymore, that can change by going over to the Columbus Men's Clinic, because if you're having some ED problems, some low testosterone problems, get on over to the CMC, because there's no guesswork, there's no gimmicks. All it is effective treatments and real science. I went over there. They took care of me, got my blood checked, all those things, man, and I've been feeling good ever since. It's affordable. It's accessible. Consultation, including blood work, is just $99 with results before you leave. So hit them up online at columbusmensclinic.com or call them today at 614-300-7400. Fellas, take care of yourself. Take care of your health, your mental health as well. Get on over to the Columbus Men's Clinic today.
We come back with Tell the Truth. Rothman and Ice on The Fan.
Big voice guy here to remind you that you're listening to The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Okay, thanks. I have 3 more seconds. Bye-bye.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day. The water's standing in the tub. My toilets will not flush. The smell's getting bad in here. I need help in a rush.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
I can't wait to meet her. Oh my gosh.
Put your hands together for new Dr. Pepper Blackberry and Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar.
There she is! Woohoo! Yeah! It's full Dr. Pepper!
With sweet blackberry flavor!
Dr. Pepper Blackberry, I'm obsessed with your succulent taste. Please marry me!
No! Marry me! Marry me, or I'm gonna freak out!
Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It's a pepper thing!
Hey Columbus, it's Lorenzo Stiles Jr., Ohio State student athlete. Football runs deep in my family. My dad played here, and my brother and I are proud to carry on that tradition. At Monogram Homes, family matters too. They treat every homeowner like one of their own, building with care, precision, and pride. Monogram doesn't just build houses, they build homes, crafted just for you. So whether you're starting your first home or designing your dream space, Monogram Homes has got your back every step of the way. Visit monogramhomes.net to start building today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
Hey, it's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, I just had the greatest day today. One of our customers in Delaware literally happy cried. Her new windows just completely transformed her home. It was just magical.
Oh, so you like magic.
Well, that's not what I was saying.
Is this your card?
Wilson, you didn't even... Okay, sure. That was my card.
And magic.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
IKEA is celebrating 40 years of making home dreams possible in the U.S. Visit us in stores September 3rd until the 23rd for limited time offers and experiences like our Ortianda streetwear collection, our new Tilvercott furniture, daily chances to win gift cards, and more. Come celebrate 40 years of meatball-fueled shopping, brave attempts at our Swedish names, and the inexplicable need for stylish modern design. Offer valid September 3rd through September 23rd, 2025. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and ikea.us.com for details. Restrictions apply.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great cars, great deals, Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great Lakes Hyundai of Dublin. You know the savings are so good. Great Lakes Hyundai of Columbus. Good. GLakesHyundai.com.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan.
Listen up, players. You won't want to miss this. Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose.
So you could turn that $300 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spreads, totals, or player props.
$300 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T's and C's apply. In-app only.
What's better than cheering the Buckeyes on to victory? Wearing our exclusive collection of OSU jewelry as you watch. Hi, this is Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. We're an officially licensed jeweler of The Ohio State University, and we've created beautiful Buckeye jewelry that will last a lifetime. From Blocko earrings to Diamond Script Ohio necklaces, we've got luxury Buckeye gifts starting at $99. No matter where you're watching, show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. Tell the truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Window Nation. Buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com now.
All right, here's what we have to do. We've never done a poll on this. My recollection. I think tomorrow we do. Should you have respect for the word coach? If you're coaching, then you can be called coach, certainly. But is coach a sign of respect, which means they've invested everything in what they do? And it's a little bit similar to how I referred to doctor, but I don't think it's a must. You don't have to. It's not an insult if you don't, but I feel like it's just kind of common practice. And now he put a whole new disclaimer on it that I'll cut it off at 70. It doesn't even so if you're a former coach, which most likely you would be post 70, then you'd still get coached. To me, it's kind of counterintuitive. You're calling the guy that's not coaching anymore coach, and the guys that are currently coaching by their first name? It seems off.
I don't know, man. I'm always going to roll with coach, no matter what level, what age. If you're a coach,
I'm not saying I've never said to Jim Tressel, "Hey Jim," one time. I'm sure I have.
Yeah.
But the initial was always when you see them.
And he probably said back to you, "Ice, good to see you."
No, he did. Said coach, and then as you go through the conversation, then you can kind of maybe massage in a first name at that point, because you've already established coach from the beginning of the conversation. How's it going, coach?
Yeah.
And then maybe at the end of the conversation, all right, take care, Jim. See you later.
First of all, my headphones keep cutting in and out, so if I disappear, it's because I can't hear you. But I can hear you now.
Good.
I think my credibility is still intact. I'm still holding on to this thing that if you are so old to the point where...
So old. That's an insult. Go ahead.
Are you calling Lou Holtz young?
No, he's just old.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think the so old was unnecessary, but go ahead.
But, no, I'm making a point that we all agree with, okay?
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable, but damn it, I'm going to say it anyway. If you are so old to the point that even as an adult, like Ice and I are, I say young adults, but like we're still adults. So like in the sense that we are, because to bring back the point of binomial, are you an adult, yes or no? Yes. Like Lou Holtz and I are both adults, but he is so old to the point where I would like still feel weird, comfortable. I would still feel weird calling him by his first name. Like if he were my neighbor a few doors down, I would say, oh, that's Mr. Holtz. I would feel weird saying, oh, that's Lou. Like he's like 90. I'd feel weird calling him by his first name, even though we are technically both adults.
You know what's interesting about this? He's got a first name that lends itself to being called by your first name.
That is an old first name.
Lou. Like it's a good one. Like, Sweet Lou. Like it's got like, hey Lou. Like if he was a neighbor, you could easily get to
what up,
Lou? Yeah, what up, Lou? Like it does lend itself.
What's a young name?
Ryan,
yeah.
Oh.
Like I feel weird calling a 90-year-old sup Ryan. Like what?
Now we're deep in the weeds. I love this.
So bottom line is you have softened your stance on referring to coaches who you never played for or you don't really have any affiliation with. You have softened it. If they reach a certain age, you'll give them the respect and admiration of saying that they put their whole life into their career as
you
in
can say
athletics.
That about anybody.
Well, not really. They don't call us anything.
DJs. Somebody called me a DJ.
You're one of the. Say what the quote was.
So he came in, and I was coming in work one day, and someone from the TV side said, "Hey, how you doing?" He said, "Doing well." And he looked at me. He goes, "You're one of those DJs, aren't you?" At the fan. Said, "Yep, sure am, big dog. I spin tracks all day, baby." That's what I do.
Wait, someone who worked here said that?
Yeah, on the
At
10 TV side. This was last year. Someone over there said,
Dude, you've told that story before. I swear it was like someone at a grocery store.
No.
Who worked here?
Someone who worked over at 10 TV.
Someone here. Yeah.
That's bad.
You're one of those DJs, aren't you?
That's how TV people look at radio people.
That's true. God,
you guys do look down on us. You guys,
we did.
What else do I have?
We did. At least you're honest. I appreciate that.
Here's a fun one. Andrew Siciliano tweeted this out. So Joel Bitonio said that he was coming back for another year because he wanted to be a part of the Stefanski offense. They're returning to the Stefanski offense. And then Stefanski was asked about it. Stefanski said, "No, Joel just came back because we put up a golf simulator upstairs." I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's good stuff from Kevin right there. I like that he's having fun. You see what I did there? I snuck that in for you.
Kevin,
you hear that? No.
You've been saying a lot of Coach Day lately.
I've always said that. It's just there for me in my brain to refer to these guys as coaches. That's it.
It's all good.
Golf simulator. You need one of those in here, big dog.
As long as you would ask a tough question at a press conference.
No, I'd be soft.
I would too, honestly.
Hey, are you going to take on the golf simulator before we go up there?
Golf simulators are fun.
Oh, my God. There would be no work getting done here.
They kind of, it's all about numbers in a simulator. That's why I hate it, because it ruins your golf swing.
Hey,
Mine, at least.
Before we go, guys, if you missed anything from the show, don't worry. You can always catch up wherever you get your podcast. All you got to do is type in Rothman and Ice. Everything we do from noon to 3, we'll be waiting there for you. Subscribe to the pod as well. Coming up on Common Man and Timmy, Nicole Sheeran joins the boys at 3:30.
Gold Jacket Thursday tomorrow. And we will have Tom Mack, big L.A. Ram lineman, and also Cleveland's own. Join us tomorrow starting at 1. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Question from a listener. Do you dopes ever get tired of talking about Ohio State? No. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Buckeye fans, introducing Behind the O, the brand new app packed with original athlete and fan-driven Ohio State sports content. It's free to download in the App Store on iOS and Android, and every time you open it, you're helping generate NIL dollars for your favorite Buckeye athletes with zero cost to you. Get exclusive access to fresh behind-the-scenes videos, training routines, athlete lifestyles, and more from every Ohio State sport. Don't wait. Download Behind the O now and get closer to your Buckeyes than ever before.
Behind the O, free for fans, NIL for athletes.
He opens his toolbox before he opens his wallet and believes you can fix anything with 20 minutes and some pride. He's Mr. DIY, and when he needs metal, he goes to metal supermarkets. Artists, hobbyists, machine shops, maintenance professionals, and welders all count on metal supermarkets for over 8,000 metal products, shapes, and grades. If it's metal, they've got it or can get it for you. Cut to any size and ready fast. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
It's been over 2 years since Bobby Carpenter had regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. He needed relief from knee pain, but he wanted to avoid surgery.
I thought I might have to have my knee scoped, had some injuries, some lingering pain from stuff that I had been dealing with from years of playing professional football, and things had kind of flared up again. I started talking to a friend of mine who's orthopedic, and he was like, well, try to avoid surgery if you can.
And you absolutely can avoid surgery. QC Kinetics provides patients with state-of-the-art regenerative treatments, orthobiologics from your own body that help heal and restore damaged, aching joints. And we'll let Bobby tell you about that.
It was all of a sudden that one day, a couple months later, I was, let's go jog, let's try to see what I could do. And the more I did, I was pain-free with it, and it was actually a pretty remarkable process.
Before going under the knife, see if you're a candidate for non-surgical joint pain treatments at QC Kinetics. Call them today.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
You won't want to miss Ohio State football in the shoe with powerhouse matchups this fall. Feel the roar of 100,000 strong. Be part of the action and cheer on the Buckeyes as they smash through to victory. There's nothing like a fall Saturday in Ohio Stadium. Your Buckeye Saturdays begin at OhioStateBuckeyes.com, where you can grab tickets, gear up, and get ready for game day.
Week number 1, it all starts now, and every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers, this one's for you. You bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets. Poof, instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Gotta love that quad box, right? Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code TheFan971. That's code TheFan971 to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more, plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Ohio only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Toyota gives you more electrified hybrid choices than anyone else, including the stylish new Corolla, a name synonymous with Toyota quality and dependability, the elegant new Toyota Crown Signia, and the latest edition of the legendary 4Runner. Toyota's extensive lineup also includes battery EVs like the tech-savvy all-electric BZ4X, and of course, the iconic Prius, the hybrid that started it all. That's the power of choice. From Toyota. Let's go places.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.